That's fine.
People change their names.
Yes. I'm going to actually need to fucking. That needs to not be a display capture. Yes, remove display capture. Window capture. There we go. Discord. Window title. Capture cursor. There we go. Okay, that looks much better. Okay. SQLite. Name changes. Okay.
I mean, my name's the same, right? It's just the nickname thing, and I don't
Yes.
think we're gonna.
That doesn't need to be be reflected in the bot. Thing that has the thing. GK, there we are. Okay. Hikemuri Kokui. Kokui.
I am hard to change this name like every week.
Well, it's probably going to be permanent at this point. Character. The player. Hikemuri Kokui.
I'm just gonna call him John.
All right. Pixis,
Sure, Mario.
Rita, Bob, and Centauri Jake. Okay, so that's everybody's names. Do we want to standardize the way the nicknames in the server for ease of use?
Sure. I'll change my nickname to my character name.
Well, here's the thing. So we are going to be talking about each other using both character and player names. So it might be pertinent for both to be reflected in your nickname. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. It doesn't need to be that standard as long as everybody's character name and what you want to be referred to as player is. That way it's easy to differentiate between when I'm talking about a character and when we're talking about a player.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Y'all.
Where the hell is my... Grab these.
That's fine, I guess.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Oh, wait.
Actually, just for a little bit of standardization, can you put your character name first and your player name second?
Yeah.
Bob, kinda the builder.
Bob.
I was also reading that.
I read that wrong and I thought it said bullied because I couldn't read the rest. And I was like,
No, that would be
trying
you.
to incorporate kinda in that, and it really didn't work.
that's true, but
I'm proud of that one.
What's happening?
so okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can try bullying Bob.
See where that gets you.
Yeah.
I'll believe.
I mean, he's a pacifist, so
you can put whatever you want.
Yeah,
after your name.
pacifist.
Yeah.
Mention.
I think me and Bob are gonna be at the forefront of every issue.
sure.
I will only refer to you as a question mark.
Yeah. Nah,
So if you want to
I'm
talk
with
to
the
Bob,
John.
you just go,
No, I'm gonna say the word question mark. But okay.
Oh, okay. Inquisitive. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just keep calling him Mario.
Nah.
As long as everyone's
You
okay
don't
with that, because this is going to get uploaded, and if people want real names, censored, I really don't want to have to go in and listen that closely for everybody's real names.
That's literally
Nah,
what I do with
I mean, yeah, I mean, Reyes isn't my real name either, so I'm alright.
All
That
right,
is my
so
real name, but I don't care. It's already on the interwebs.
yeah, so Hunter's fine. All right, so that means I need to find I need to remember to time mark whatever that thing is where you just said his actual name, so I can, I don't know, censor it with obscene flatulence or something.
All right.
Why? Why that specifically?
Why not?
Because it's funny.
What?
This is humor. Get used to it.
Is this gonna be
The
the
only reason-
running humor in this campaign? Is okay.
Flatulence?
The only reason I have to resort to using obsessive flatulence is because I don't have your kneecaps to clack together yet.
Fuck, and I mean this sincerely. You.
Kneecaps.
You hear
Kane
a
is gonna
whisper
be-
on the wind.
Kane is gonna be mad that I stole his kneecaps joke.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna tell him just so he yells it. Well, no, he's probably just
I
gonna be happy. There's more people wanting my kneecaps.
I can't wait.
Alright.
You made a mistake.
I
You
cannot
let them
wait.
know your weakness. Never let them know your weakness.
Okay. All right. So it is now an hour past when we were supposed to start,
Yay.
but that's fine.
That's not that bad. That's
It's
normal.
growing pains. It's growing pains. This is our first session with all 6 of us weirdos, or 7 of us weirdos.
Offended.
Yeah,
Not
you guys,
offended.
you guys get to decide who I wasn't including in that count the first time.
I assume Boba
Um,
because she's a spectator, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But then we're still 8. But okay, whatever.
1, 2.
He's not including himself because he's weak.
No. I can't count. No.
Yeah, he needs 4 kneecaps.
He said 7.
6
There's
or
only-
7.
Wow, my brain.
I said 6, and then I said 7.
Ah,
Sit.
okay. Well, whatever.
Okay, whatever. Let's start.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
so as you all remember, because we did it less than a year ago, you know, that's about as specific as I can remember. All of you are just totally a hankering to become pirates. And so you all traveled to Pirate Central, more or less, in your area, which is known far and wide to be Moorland. When you arrived on Moorland, or if you were already on Moorland for, you know, completely unrelated, like entirely unrelated reasons, you found fairly quickly that the Pirate Central of Moorland is a reasonably large town, reasonably large port town, very far down the coast from the main marine island, or the main marine port. And this reasonably large town that's just packed to the gills with pirates is known as Tortuga, because I am not creative.
Fair enough.
I'm fine with it.
Tortilla?
Tortuga.
No.
Yes, this is Whole Cake Island beta version.
This is the entire game is going to take place inside a flour tortilla.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, go
And
back
at
to
the end of this, and at the end of the game, it gets eaten by Atlas.
Cool. That's cool.
Oh god.
Well, it has to. The reason it hasn't been eaten yet is because it isn't done cooking. So Inad has to show up and finish cooking it.
Classic mistakes.
Oh my god.
I forgot
Okay.
to preheat the oven.
God damn
You
it.
can't just
Cook
put
your
a tortilla.
tortillas in the oven?
You can't just put a tortilla into a cold oven. Okay, it's gonna drape all over the oven rack, and then you're never gonna get those creases out.
Yeah.
You're gonna smell it forever because you know that it's just
It's
like
a
the
rookie
little
mistake.
It's gonna
holes in
drip
the
over the
oven
heat,
they're just gonna
burn.
burn, and you're gonna get the burnt tortilla scent in
And then
your
you're gonna
fucking
have to-
house. It's terrible.
It's gonna do that thing where it like
Can I
crusts
just-
on, so the only way to clean it is to like turn your oven all the way up on its like auto cleaning mode, but then you just fumigate your whole house.
Yeah.
fucking
Fucking,
absolutely.
oh
Can I-
god.
Can I just say that I don't think foxes taste good, so can we leave me out of this tortilla?
Hey, this tortilla is the whole world. You in it or you're
Alright.
dead.
So if you haven't had a burrito, it's not about the taste, it's about the texture, because everything gets slathered in hot sauce anyway. So
Sidetracked so easily.
Yeah, I think I sidetracked.
I think we
That's
collectively
really
have
hard.
ADHD.
I have ADD.
Tortuga
Also
and tortilla,
works.
which-
Alright. Anyway, so all of you made your way to Tortuga, because I'm not creative.
Yes.
And now cooking, oven auto clean mode, all that jazz.
Sure.
However, you are all also, for your own reasons, which I hope were established or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
You all, for your own reasons, are wary of the standard pirates. So, as you are, each of you individually, I'm speaking to all of you at once, but I'm speaking to each of you individually at the same time.
Noted.
Because I can do that. I'm allowed, and you can't tell me I'm not because you're wrong. Each of you individually, in your own time, filter through Tortuga, looking for a place that isn't full of seedy asshole pirates.
What happened to the guy I was with? I forget his name.
You can name him. I don't even remember if I named him. Will retcon.
Yeah,
You can
I
name
mean,
him whatever.
Yeah,
There were the
He had
two
ice
guys.
axes. His name is Axel now.
Okay.
I think we established that I now have 2 lackeys with me.
Do you remember the
tried
lackey?
to rob
Do
me.
you remember those lackeys' names?
Who knows? I don't remember.
Captain.
Lucky 1,
Okay.
Lucky 2, proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
go.
yeah.
Oh,
They were thankfully named
Ben,
Lackey.
That works.
They were the
Yeah.
Lackey brothers.
Okay. Yeah.
So
let's-
Ben, I just remembered. Bronson,
Bronson,
uh,
there we are.
the guy you were hanging around with.
Yeah.
You two, soon after you landed on Moreland, he struck off to be his own pirate. Because he's going home first or something.
Yeah, no, I figured. I was gonna
But
ask
he's not
him,
traveling.
but he left in a hurry, so.
Sure, but
No
but I have the Lackey brothers with me.
So remember, you had two guys. The really meek guy that was sent to help you originally, and then that
Yep.
other guy that you also knocked out and tied up.
Yeah.
That guy, after a short while working for you, found an opportunity to escape, but the other guy didn't go with him. So you have one lackey.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I came up with a name for him. I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was. I don't feel
Yeah.
like looking it up. So you can name him whatever you want because I don't care.
Lackey.
I'm not un-okay with that.
Just name him Builder, dude. Easy.
Why not just make it Lecky?
Builder!
Sure, he's
Yes.
builder then. Sure, that's fine. Okay, he's builder.
Okay.
And Builder, the
Um,
dynamic duo!
So you can have Builder coming with you or not. That's it. Either way is fine. So you all filter through town looking for a place that isn't full of seedy asshole pirates. Each of you come eventually to a tavern a little bit off the outskirts of town, so it isn't completely surrounded by other buildings, and it is right on the verge of falling apart. You know, the batwing doors that swing in, one of them is completely gone, and the other one is like hanging on by one hinge, and like most of you are afraid to actually walk through it, so you like awkwardly shuffle sideways through the missing
Oh,
door
can I,
instead
like,
of
charge
pushing
through
open. Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah! I'll do
Uh,
that.
I don't want to
It-
charge.
I didn't do
As
that.
you do that, it squeals awkwardly, and very much threatens to fall off its last hinge, but somehow manages to hang on by a thread.
Awesome.
Like you're pretty sure you watched some of the nails pull a little bit more loose.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh, damn
what
it, I
was
wanna
happening?
do it
I didn't
again.
hear that.
So as you all filter into this place, and you find that it's mostly empty, with a reasonably eclectic group of weirdos. That would be you guys.
Playing with the door.
And
What our order of when we come in is, so I know who I see making a fool of themselves.
I think Jake's the first one to get in.
Dang it! That's the only one I wanted to see make a fool of themselves.
yeah, actually, that's a good point. Jake
Let's
is
see.
definitely the first one to get there because he's faced.
Speed! Speed! Oh, I'm also wearing my
Right.
flash socks, so this worked out.
You're
And yes, as you all
cosplaying,
might
it's
have noticed by
fine.
now, I am a giant nerd.
I
That's
think
not
anyone
allowed.
in this game probably.
I'm gonna have to ban you for that.
Oh,
boy.
Oh,
Um,
well, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, so
Ben
Jake's
tries-
definitely the first one there. Everybody else comes in an indeterminate order because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
actually
sure.
want
and
everyone to
you
thank
all-
join my crew as they walk in.
You
Okay,
all
as-
reminisce
as-
amongst each other.
As soon as I walk
about
in, I try
other
fixing up the door.
That is actually totally a thing that you can do. That's going to be an
I
intellect
sit
roll.
down in front of the door and watch or watch Bob fix it.
Like
Yeah, I
on
mean-
the floor, just staring at him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I tell Builder to get my tools.
He
Obviously, I'm
fetches
not-
the tools and proffers them to you without issue.
Sure, and then I tell him to stare at Jake.
I step
Uh,
back. And I point
okay.
at. I want to point at Bob. And
Sure.
I want to say, that was cool. Want to join?
He hasn't
join
fixed
my
it yet.
pirate
He needs
crew?
to roll.
Oh.
Bob, roll for fixing the door. It's an intellect roll.
Okay. It was alright. Yeah.
The best. The best thing.
Please don't give me a
Wait.
1. Please don't give me a 1.
Yeah, that fixes it. You
Yay.
so it doesn't like make it good as new, but you get the other hinge back
No,
into the
I-
thing and you get it pushed. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
passable. It is no longer
Yeah.
threatening to fall off.
Yeah, I mean, I just want it to be like, just enough for the people to come in safely.
Like
As
that.
you finish that, the barkeep grins at you and sets a drink on the bar unattended.
Nice.
All right, so the rest of you filter in through a
it's allowed
no
to-
longer completely broken door,
sit
and
next to
reminisce together about your shared experiences with shit-ass pirates. You may proceed with that reminiscing because some funny shit happened to you guys in session 0, and not all of you are aware of everyone else's session 0s. So this could be fucking funny.
You know, you said shitty pirates, but I think my experience definitely had shitty pirates in it.
You had
Oh.
a shitty pirate, all right?
very
That's
shitty
one
pirate.
too many shitty pirates, you know. I think.
Anyways, I sit next to Bob. And I want to proceed to tell him about the adventure I just had.
All right.
Wait,
Okay, Bob.
are all of us in already in the bar already or no?
Basically, at this point, you're filtering in whenever you feel like it. So
Okay.
if a conversation is going on, you can either assume that you were already there, or that you're busting in the door as you speak.
Okay.
Oh, somebody needs to blow up that door.
Very little in terms of
Okay,
turn order matters.
I tell Builder to go guard the door. I can see Jake is being restless to break down the door, and I set him there.
He sits-
I tell Bob, good call, because I would have 100% broken that door. Because it seems so fun. But I digress.
Builder seems relieved to be away from strangers and reclines near the door.
Anyway, so I'm gonna tell Bob about the adventure I just had. So you just built the door. That's cool. Congrats, and you did a good job. But that reminds me of an adventure I literally just had. It was awesome. So listen here. So what happened was I was on my island and I needed to leave for reasons who cares, and I got on this pirate ship, right? And there was this guy and he had a great hat. It was a cool hat. It's this hat, in fact, that I'm wearing right now. You might wonder how did I get this hat?
I asked the barkeep to just keep filling the booze as soon as it stops. Just keep filling it.
He obliges. And you notice that as many as he's pouring for you, he pours for himself.
Yeah, that's fine.
I start laughing uncontrollably.
As Jake is laughing, I open the door and I walk in, and I go up to the bar, and tell the barkeep to give me a drink, or like buy a drink, I guess. And then I
Some
listen in.
juice.
As
Alright.
you walk up to the bar, hang on, let me deal with that. As you walk up to the bar, you note that the barkeep is absolutely chugging a mug of something. He like
so proud of
notices you as you come in through like the corner of his eye. Instead of stopping, he accelerates the chugging to be done with it so that he can turn to you. As you're ordering the drink, he nods and is like doing that thing where he's trying to swallow like something's caught, like some of the water is caught in his throat, banging on his chest. He slams the mug that he was drinking out of and fills it and pushes it towards you. He fills it with whatever he's holding a pitcher in his other hand, so it's clearly the stuff that he was just drinking. He pours it and pushes it towards you.
Okay, I look at the cup and think to myself, okay, well that's not very sanitary, but whatever. We're pirates.
I was
I
just
look at
thinking
Nick
you-
and ask him, "Are you gonna drink that?"
I was like,
I was just thinking, like, you gotta drink from the same cup as the bar owner.
This
Yeah.
is the worst
I-
thing in COVID times, my guy.
I'm just gonna
That's what
ask
I'm
him, "Are
thinking
you
to
gonna
myself.
drink that, or can I take it? I've been listening to this guy for the last half an hour, and I really need a drink."
I finish up
And you
my,
can
my
see-
harrowing tale of great adventure, singular, and I slap both of the guys sitting next to me on the back and say, "What do you say? Let's join up."
wait, who
I
do you
stare
slap
at
on the
both
back?
of them. Both of you.
Both of you?
I
Okay,
noticed
like,
that you were listening in.
Okay,
I
you look
keep
like
drinking.
you look like a fine young
I-
man. You seem to have had a great adventure. Sure. Do you have a ship?
Not yet. We'll get to that.
That
I
might be
try
an
to
issue.
avoid eye contact. I just try to avoid eye contact.
Whenever
I
they
keep
say
staring
ship,
at you.
can I please burst through the doors and be like, "You need a ship? I have one."
Cool. Let's do this.
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
point at
You
you
have a
like over my shoulder, and
You have a
smile and
ship.
say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Well,
this."
You have
What's
a
your
ship.
description of a ship?
It
A
floats.
ship.
I have
Nah,
a floating
it's a
ship.
big thing.
Nailed it.
Oh.
I go on to describe, like, let's say a fleeting stoop or something, some type of boat.
Well,
Mhm.
Okay,
In
maybe I just have a
detail.
boat, but I have a boat.
I mean, that's also a ship
No.
that he
Some
described.
people
I think.
call it a dinghy, but I think it's a ship.
You have
Hey,
a
as long as it
dinghy.
gets us to the next island.
You have a
You
dinghy.
got me
I laugh at her.
mostly here.
Wouldn't it be a bad place
I
to
laugh at
start?
her.
I also
Um,
don't have any
I'm
oars.
missing here.
but-
I mean,
Yes.
I don't know if I want to join you guys, but I do have a badass boat with a kick-ass name.
Ooh, what's the name?
Fuck.
It's the morning
Before,
wood.
hang on.
Yeah,
I was
but-
gonna say that at this point, Kokuki. I keep trying to say Kudokage. Kokuki
John.
and Rita come in. If
Um,
we're
actually,
starting to
I had
reveal
an
the ship,
idea,
so
yeah.
those two walk in, and then Bob can do his big ship name reveal.
Wait,
Sure.
wait. He had an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Go on.
What?
From the shadows, lights up a cigarette and remarks how interesting of an adventure Jake had, and that we were there all
Woo!
along.
Damn, that's cool.
okay.
Join,
Back-
join
back up.
join us.
Back up a second. Hang on. If you're trying to have been hiding in the corner the whole time, I'm gonna need
Okay.
a
roll.
intellect roll
Yes.
to not not a stealth roll. I need an intellect roll to not completely lose your mind while Jake was talking.
I am the greatest of adventure tellers. Yeah.
Uh,
I
ca-
like how-
ca- can we do an opposed roll to like, you know,
No, it's flat.
if we can spot him earlier than he intended to? Oh, no,
Nice.
no. I don't want to do that.
No, he's enthralled,
I'm gonna
y'all.
get this game proper, and it's literally just someone keeping a poker face during a shit story.
I am enjoying that I'm kind of annoying these guys so much.
Hunter, I hope you're fucking happy with yourself. You just burned the first natural 20 of this adventure. On
First
that.
time.
Natural 20 and it's about my trash story. I'm so proud. This is awesome.
I've already gotten
Okay.
in that once. So we're
I
gonna
did
do
too.
that.
No, that was
Anyway,
in the session
it's
zeros.
good
That's
to-
not in the
Yeah,
thing.
doesn't
It's
count.
good.
That's different
It's
reality.
good.
Alright, let's move on.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
It's good to have another big dreamer in the crew.
I didn't
Say
catch
again.
that. I didn't catch that.
What's happening?
Yo, John.
Hang on.
What
Huh?
the fuck? What? I am confused.
Sorry.
Same.
Uh,
Wait, what?
sorry, we didn't catch what you said, Ryoma.
Whatever, let's go on.
Oh well.
Okay.
All right, so where's Nev been this whole time then? If you've been, I was kind of assuming that you two were together. If you've been standing in the shadows like an edgelord this whole time, where's Rita been?
Edgelord.
Nah, he's an emo Batman.
Emo Batman.
Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't
He's the
Batman
Batman.
already emo though?
He's the Batman. No. You've heard of the Batman who laughs? He's the Batman who cries.
He's the
No.
Batman who cries at My Chemical Romance.
All right, Nev, what were you saying?
Considering how we're on an island filled with pirates and I'm a mink,
I'm assuming that you're at least
Running
mostly
out of
disguised.
nowhere with trouble behind you.
What?
It's not difficult for you to don a disguise that would hide the fact that you're a mink from casual observation.
Yeah, but I don't have a disguise, considering how we were just on a ship and we met Raptor.
I mean, you
Um,
could put a scarf around your face or something.
Yeah,
That works.
it would not be difficult for you to acquire enough cloth to bunch up around your head as a hood for it to be a disguise. I'm not the least bit worried about that.
So
yeah,
where
well, I
have you been?
stayed with.
We're just standing
Yo.
next to him.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. So she filters into the tavern as a cloaked figure at some point. You can reveal yourself as a mink or a pirate whenever you choose.
All right,
I'm
now that
away with
everybody's
showing
here-
that I'm a mink.
Now that everybody's here, I want to stand up from my chair and just say this is gonna be awesome. Let's go
I just get
check
up and
out our
leave.
ship, I suppose.
Well,
I
I mean,
just get up and leave.
we didn't even ask these because these guys just showed up. We didn't even ask them if they want to join us. Like,
Oh yeah, good point. You want to join us? I point at both of them. And go, yeah, give them the eye. About
I
it.
go over. No, nothing. Wait.
Suggestive eyebrow
You're-
raise.
You are a pirate, right?
Yeah,
yes, I
gonna
suppose
be
we
the
tend
greatest
to
damn
be.
pirates these seas have ever seen.
The what?
You over exaggerated it. Anyway, you seem fun. So, sure, I join.
Yes, another one
Okay.
joins the power crew.
I'll join you too.
Yes,
let's
it's
go.
all coming together, lads.
All right, let's
All
go.
right.
So,
Yeah, we need to go check out our ship.
yeah. Where did Bob go? He kind of just left, didn't he? Or
Ah, he's right around the corner.
Ye-
Oh,
ye-
maybe we should catch
you,
up with him.
you can see Builder just pointing towards a random road or something,
oh, okay.
All right. You know what? Let's
and
go.
then
Let's catch up with
then
him.
he follows you as well. Then he follows you as well.
All right.
don't
So
we?
we all go outside.
I mean, as we're leaving, I say like, don't we need to pay the barkeep? It's like, we kind of had
I'm
a lot
already
of drinks.
gone.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I think I paid
You guys can
for
handle it.
most of the people.
All right.
So whilst we're walking outside, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Senator D. Jake, and that's about all you need to know. About all there is to know. Who are you guys? If we're gonna be adventuring together, we must know each other's name at the very least.
Well, I'm just. You can just call me Nick for now. Or like, just
All right,
Nick,
noted.
not. And yeah. Who's-
That works. Cool. Next one. I point at Neve.
At who?
At you.
Oh, I'm Rita.
Oh, we lost the GM. And he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Alright, cool. Next one. I point at Rage. Wait, he's not here yet. I point at Pixie.
He's not here.
Or Cat, whatever. Names.
I point to, or I guess both of us point to Cat at the same time, saying, "Dingy
Yeah.
lady, what's your name?"
I want to get. I want
am
to.
not. All right.
I want
So
to give
I,
Nick a,
At this
like
point,
high
at this
five
point, you can
on the download.
at this point you can see Bob is just smoking like in front of a wall. He he looks at you when you say dingy lady. Says that's a good name. Like
all right. My name's not
So,
Dingy
How
Lady.
many
Let's
people
get-
are smoking in there? It's me, Bob. Who else?
All right. Maybe.
I
we
mean,
need
I'm
less
not
smoke or
smoking. I'm
shall I
just
gonna-
talking. I'm
Yep.
just talking to you all.
All right. My name's not Dingy Lady. It's Pixis, and you know, if
so I cut her in the middle. I go, okay, so that's dingy lady, and
no,
who's this one? I point at Rita.
She's already introduced herself though.
Bob, you
Not
gotta
to me.
listen, man.
Melissa.
no, no, no.
Not to me. I wasn't in the party right there, right?
Uh,
I guess you're right. Sure.
yeah.
Oh well.
We've already got a rules lawyer, huh?
Dingy Lady.
It's fine, Pix.
So we'll call you Potato Girl.
You got cut off, remember? This is gonna be great.
This is already going horribly in all of the best ways.
It's crazy. It's so fun.
Okay, I put my hand around Cat and I go, so dingy lady, wanna see what a real ship looks like?
Yeah, my ship is a my dinghy.
I
is a
would like to
ship.
stop Bob. I would like to stop Bob and say, hold up, you still need to introduce yourself, and you too, and I point at Kokui. We're still not done with introductions, guys.
Yeah, my name is Pixis, not Dingy Lady.
Okay,
was
dingy
Pix.
lady.
Someone's. I guess we have an attention hog in our midst.
Fucking shit.
Not the guy that was just going on about his adventures for half an hour.
Hey,
It's the
I seem to have
one
forgotten about
dingy
that.
lady.
So, hey,
I mean,
everything's
I
coming
mean,
up, Jake.
Or the guy
I-
that fade out of shadows out of nowhere.
We're just
I
giant weebs.
I point to myself and I say, well, I'm Bob, and that's my lackey builder, and who's this? Who's the edgelord?
Would you-
And pointing at
You
Bob.
look like a
And
John.
that's
I'm
why-
gonna call you John. Are you John? I think you're a
Oh.
John. You give me a John
Oh,
vibe, you
fuck
know.
off.
John sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No.
also you forgot to mention that you were an ex-marine.
Sorry, what?
He didn't forget. He pointedly did not mention it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
know, that's
just
okay.
like mention your entire backstory when you meet somebody.
You
Unless
don't?
you're me.
Weird.
I
Yeah,
just
the first thing that Pixis wanted to bring up was her shitty pirate story.
No, the first thing I brought up was my dinghy.
Hence dingy lady.
I meant
Yeah,
ship,
dinghy lady.
not my dinghy, my ship.
I mean, it's a weird name, but I like it. You know.
all right. So right now we got Bob, we got Rita, we got John, we got Nick, and we got Pix. Let's go.
We
Wait,
Who's
but I
Pix?
don't want to call him John. What's his actual name?
I don't know. He hasn't
Kokui.
gotten to that yet.
Kukui,
Okay.
okay.
Kokui. Kokui. There we go.
I like John more. Let's go.
No,
Kol.
I like Kokui better. It's more fun.
Yeah, agreed.
I
I'm sure
take,
at some
Let's
point
not
I'll
call him
remember that
John.
name. But that
I
day
take-
is
Imagine
not
having
today.
Bob as a name.
I take Mario by the shoulder and I go, you know, you really look like a John. You sure you're not a John? I mean, I just keep saying John to annoy him.
I just start laughing.
As someone who travels with him, I can tell you he's not a John.
A
No,
friendly
John.
kicks in my way.
Yeah, he's more of a Fred.
Yeah.
No, not
I mean,
Fred
a
either.
John and a Fred.
Frederick.
I'ma just
Can I roll a
Start-
nitro, Zeno?
Oh yeah, we should probably get going to the boat, huh?
yeah, I'ma just start walking away from them as they argue about calling him John.
Which direction are
think-
you walking?
I think I'm gonna
So-
take them towards my boat. I think I'm leading, right?
Well,
Well,
I
no,
started
Pixis
walking
is
away.
walking off
Hold
by
on.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
right now
so-
we're still arguing about names.
So you know when Bob was pointing at a road earlier when we walked out? I'm gonna walk wherever he was pointing.
Okay, you walk there, but I think I mean, I don't know if you realize that there are many cuts over there.
Uh,
So-
I'm walking slowly, but just walking away.
if you keep walking, you'll be
Mhm.
able to make it to the shore. You will not
Yeah.
find the boat without being guided, despite how much of a navigator you may or may not be.
I'm not trying to walk away from them. Just
Just
trying to get them
disassociate.
to walk.
You're trying.
As I take a left, I shout at Cat, "Yo, dingy lady, left over here."
Fucking shit. Okay, my bad. And I take
Hey,
a
Bobby,
stupid
don't
fucking
be so
left.
rude, you bastard.
I notice how upset Pixis is and start laughing.
All right, you can
I'll
if
angrily
there's
take
no
my left.
further objections, y'all can make it to the Morning Wood with.
Is that
It's called Morning Wood.
the name of the ship?
Yeah, it's
Wait.
the morning wood.
You know, I don't know if I want to keep playing.
Oh no.
Wait, guys. God, you hyped up the name so much. You were like, it's got a great name.
Of course it was gonna be
Fucking
trash.
hell.
It was always
Okay.
gonna be trash.
As soon as you as soon as you reach the boat, you can see that on the flank, like in big letters, you can assume that I used most of the wood to just emboss the name, the morning wood.
This is epic. Is this your ship? Oh, we lost someone. Somebody that
Damn,
don't like
for-
that name.
Left.
It was the
For
spectator.
someone who is stupid,
Yeah.
Bob, you sure know how to build a ship. Good.
Wow, this is off to a great start.
Wow.
I grabbed popcorn and
laughed
start
very
watching
hard at that
for
one.
Bob's response.
I look at Kokui and I go, for a John, you really are something.
I take a loud
Thanks,
gulp of my
Bob.
slushy that I now have.
Oh, where did you get that?
Where the fuck?
Oh,
did you
back at the
find a
bar.
slushy?
I got some snacks for the road. You want some?
Damn,
Please.
okay.
Let me have some.
Yeah, here.
I-
I opened my backpack and I have like an assorted assorted snacks in there. Just pick out whatever you
All
want.
backpacks.
That one of the moderate pieces of equipment that we neglected to decide on previously.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Okay,
that sounds.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I tell Builder to go fire up the grill then.
All right.
A grip.
Ooh, it's time for
I
a
just use
party.
my hand in the bag and take a Kit Kat.
What?
It is in fact break time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a party for the new crew. Let's go.
You
See-
true?
With slushies and Kit Kats.
This is the best party you could ask for, in my opinion.
Honestly.
So are you I look them in the eye and go, real talk though. I've been on the sea for some years now, and it's a hard road. So are you sure? Are you sure that you're capable of being, well, I don't know if you want to be pirates or whatever, but
I lock
let's
eyes
call
with
it
Bob.
seamen. Let's call it
eyes with
seamen.
Bob.
Are you all prepared to be seamen?
I don't want to be
Yes.
a seaman. I
Um,
want to be a pirate.
Are you
excuse me.
okay? Are you ready to be a seaman on the morning wood?
Bob.
No, I want to be a pirate.
I was just gonna comment. I don't
Hey,
think
we're
we
gonna be
call
pirates,
ourselves seamen on Morningwood.
This is
I-
entirely outside of my control.
Hey, the GM has no control here except for killing all of us at a moment's notice. But that does not scare us. No, we are
mean-
adventurers.
Can
We are
I-
pirates.
Can I lock
We are
eyes with
seamen.
Bob as he says that and say, I've been out on the sea for a couple of days. I think I can handle it.
I start laughing.
I
Falling
go,
on the floor
"Ooh,
laughing.
Dingy Lady has moxie. I like you, Dingy Lady. Although the name's a bit long.
Fucking
uh,
came up with the name.
you could
Oh, you can thank me for that. Actually,
uh,
you did it to yourself.
No,
could say-
I just
one could say that Kat has got spunk. She's a spunky lady.
you know what? Continuous theme. I fucking hate it already.
I'm just watching this all unfold and I just keep snacking.
I'm just gonna hit
I'm
my
just
I've already
standing
said
next
that I'm ready for this.
toes.
I'm
Oh
just
yeah, I'm
casually
sitting on
standing
top
next
of the
to you.
captain's cabin, by the way.
You
It's
can
flying.
see that like there are two rooms that you think can be captain cabins, but only one has the board of the captain cabin.
Nev, what were you saying?
I'm sitting on top.
I was just
Okay.
saying that I'm standing next to him eating Kit Kats.
Nice. Me
You-
and Rita are chilling.
Are you going on top of the captain's cabin or
Yep.
inside?
No, I'm chilling on top of it, just
On
watching
deck.
you all.
Okay, it has a flat top. It has a fake top. You fall in.
Shit.
Ooh,
What?
my slushy spills all over my face.
What is the point of that? Does Rita
What?
also fall in? Because she
I'm-
was
Nah.
standing next
I-
to
Uh,
him.
Nah,
I
she's a
saw
mink.
him. I saw him fall and followed after.
For the,
Okay.
for the snacks.
Jake, if you are so
Ow.
inclined, you can make a speed defense to avoid falling in.
Nah, I want to see what this place is all about. I'll fall.
Okay, you fall in, and I have no idea what's in there.
It's
I was
it's
not
it's
around.
I was not even remotely consulted about any of this, but I'm also not going to stop it. So let's see where this goes. Because the more stuff you guys make up, the less stuff I have to make up. So you know,
Fair.
go nuts.
You know, like Tortuga.
Wait,
Yeah,
can
it's-
I bring my thingy? Sorry. That
Yes.
Continue.
So what does this place look like that me and Rita are now in?
it's more like a storage room, but there's also like a few plumbing equipments that are leaking.
Is there food?
Oh yeah, the food is right next to the porta potty.
Nice. Okay, so I wanna start rummaging through the food to see if I can find something because these snacks they're good but they're not nutritious enough. So I would like to find some food to actually make a meal.
There,
Oh,
there,
you're a cook? Hell yeah.
there's
Hell
only
no.
there's only lemon and kiwi.
Oh boy.
I eat
Oh,
3
boy.
of both.
Okay.
Hey Jay,
I asked Rita
stop
if she
eating
wants
all of
some
our
as I
food.
reach one out with my mouth stuffed.
I take a
Whoa.
kiwi. Thank you.
Ooh.
Has Rita revealed herself as a mink at this point, or is she still a mysterious cloaked figure?
I'm just om nom.
Mysterious cloak figure.
I'm down for that.
Eating kiwis and
Uh,
Kit Kats.
Unless
This is
anyone,
the greatest party ever.
unless anyone specifically is interacting with Rita particularly close, she's going to just remain a mysterious cloaked figure because that's
I mean, I did just hand her a kiwi,
that's not
And to,
close enough.
to,
and I
To be
am
fair,
very
I'm-
busy om
Okay.
nomming.
Floops,
I-
do you want 'em?
Okay. I
like, I'm not wearing gloves,
No,
so you can still see my hands.
You've got like the you know Kids Next Door number 3. She had the sleeves that were
Yeah.
heavy.
Oh, yeah.
You're wearing like everything that you're wearing is oversized. It looks like you're completely draped in a blanket.
I
so,
wouldn't
like, when
notice
you're-
anyways. I'm busy om nomming.
okay. I look at a cat and I go, yo, you have a really weird name, Dingy Lady. You know what's the deal with the cloaked lady over there?
Why don't you go ask her? And then I walk away looking for a room.
For a room?
I
I'm just
burst out from
standing
the
there.
door of the cat.
I'm gonna find my room before everyone else can, so I don't get a shitty one.
That's good initiative.
First dibs.
You find a reasonable room, I'm sure.
I sleep next to the food.
As long as hang on, Raze, there are bedrooms on this ship, right?
Yep,
How big is the
there
ship?
are, but yeah. I mean, it's kind of going Mary size, but like
It's very slightly larger than the Going Mary.
Okay.
yeah. And I mean, obviously you can't tell this, but if any of you have ever seen a marine ship, it's loosely based on that.
Okay. Yeah,
Very
it
loosely.
is very similarly shaped to a
Yeah.
small marine gunship.
Did I get chased by marine ships last session, or were those just pirate ships?
No, just pirates.
Okay.
You live on an island with a not insubstantial marine presence, but you weren't close enough to really get. You never like got onto or into an altercation with a marine ship.
All right. And there's a bunch of pirates around me.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
I-
burst through the door to see
Uh,
what's going
Kokui.
on.
Kokui might recognize this as a marine ship. He's fairly well traveled. Oh, and Rita definitely would recognize that this is at least a marine patterned ship because of.
Yeah, I mean it's very loosely based on it. I mean, not something that if you look at it, you go, "Oh, it's a marine ship." But if somebody told you that it's based on the marine ship, you can go, yeah, I see the similarities."
And for someone that has been on a marine ship before, it has an uncanny familiarity.
Yeah.
Rita.
What's happening on the deck?
Rita and Kokui both recognize that uncanny familiarity of this with a marine ship.
Sure.
So what's happening on the deck?
Guess I'm just standing on deck since I've been
You
seeing
guys. I haven't done anything yet. This is all you.
All right, hey Nick, come here. We found some kiwis.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. I had
How
a
about
bit
some
too much
facts?
drink back there.
I hold the back up to him, or the bag.
Ooh, are those Kit Kats? I'll take a couple of
Yeah.
those.
Ah, nice.
Alright, I reach into the bag and take out a couple Kit Kats.
You can see Builder just shuffling next to Nick.
Hey, Builder,
Right.
you want some of these? I mean, I'm sure Jake would be nice enough to give
I
you
hold
some.
the bag out to Builder.
I mean, unless Zeno wants to control the NPC.
Most of the time, you can handle him, unless you're acting out of his character, and his character right now is mostly just wary of strangers. Mostly because
Yeah.
the last stranger that he met choked him out.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know why people do that.
Wait, does Bob have like split personalities? We'll see. Anyways, I start looking around for a drink because I spilled my slushy back there.
I also want something to drink, so I tag along.
I
want to give her a fist bump.
I just look at them, roaming around the ship. I go to the biggest cabin there is. I put a big ass lock on it, and I go, "So, what you guys trying to find?"
Oh, just some drinks, man. Like I found the kiwis already, and they were quite good. I
You
ate a
ate
couple.
my kiwis.
What, was I not supposed to? I mean, they were there.
We were hungry.
That's
Yeah.
what I give Builder when he does a good job.
I mean, we just gave him a couple Kit Kats. I think we'll be fine for a while.
Sure. I mean, if you want, what do you want to drink? Water, grog, rum.
You got some juice?
I want some juice.
Can I have
Yeah,
some pineapple juice?
If you have apple
I got
juice, I'll take it.
I got nothing except kiwi juice.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take kiwi juice.
Kiwi juice.
Pairs,
Hey.
pairs nicely with the kiwi.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
This
I
is a
can't
mystery
quite
to
put my
me. I'm
finger
just,
on
I'm
it,
just-
but
Sure.
oh, sorry.
When this
Um,
conversation's over, I asked Bob, which were the bedrooms?
Guys,
Because
guys,
I want to claim one of the
who
bedroom
wants
ones.
to eat? Dinner is ready.
You want to see the bedrooms?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. You see the room that I forgot your name, bro. I point at Ben.
At me? Oh, it's Jake. I wave.
Okay. So I go. I tell Nick. So as John was saying, the room John fell in, just the one behind it. I think you'll like it. I think it might be up to your.
Wasn't John the edgelord?
Bob, you
He's
got your
really
names
not.
right, man. I think that was Jake
I'm not
that
good
fell
with
into the room.
names.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not good with names. Oh, where's John
No.
then?
There is
Yo,
no
Dingy
Guy
Lady,
who-
where's
It's
John?
John. You called Kokui.
Wait, where?
John.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I assume that he's hiding in shadows somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
what-
I just cooked something for everything. Good. Also,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
did
bad.
say dinner is served.
Yeah, I thought it was
Did
in the
he?
kitchen.
Yeah.
He just said he was going to the kitchen.
Oh, he was going to the kitchen. Oh, damn.
I follow after. I go into the kitchen to see what he's making.
I go
Okay,
too,
as you
'cause I
as
smell
you
it.
as you go into the kitchen, you can't really find much ingredients. It's more like, I mean, there are some ingredients, but it's mostly just MREs.
Don't worry, I bought some myself.
Ooh.
He
I look
was
into his bag.
prepared. Thank you.
As Nick goes back to find bedrooms, he finds the clearly the best one already claimed.
Oh yeah, I mean the best one has a lock in front of it. That's mine.
Okay, the best one that isn't already claimed is
By me?
claimed. Yes, by the one that had the initiative to go find one.
Aha!
You can find the second best one.
Okay, I guess I'll find the second best one then.
That's
I am
correct.
now determined to get the worst one.
I already found the
You already
second
found
best
the
one
worst one.
I
after
mean-
finishing with the
Wait,
in the
was that the one I fell into? Because I kind of wanted to claim that because the food's here.
I mean, Jake,
Yeah,
you can just
sure.
sleep on the deck if you want. I mean,
Yeah, that probably is the worst.
I was actually thinking sleep in the crow's nest.
I mean,
That is
you're gonna catch a
exactly-
cold, but okay.
Mhm.
That's he can't catch a cold. His metabolism is too fast.
Man, you
I
can't
hate
catch
that.
me, I'm too fast.
The problem with running faster than light is that you
Is
always
that you can only live in
darkness.
darkness.
What are we, fucking edgy people? What is this? We're not on
No, that would-
Tumblr. It's not 20 freaking. I don't even know what number.
No, that would be Kokui.
I'm just having fun running around the ship for now.
This is the least organized game I've ever played.
Can I please find a navigation
Fair.
room and put up my stuff? Do we have one?
I don't know. Bob, is there a cartographer's stroke navigation room?
If
I
not,
mean,
just make
there
a private
is.
room.
I mean, there is, but you can. I mean, as soon as Bob hears that the dinghy lady is trying to find the cartographer's room, you see him go away for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then he comes back and says, "Oh, you wanted the cartographer's room that I definitely planned on having? Yeah, sure, it's there." And I point to a room that.
This man is awesome. I want them on the crew.
Damn, Bob, did you just?
What do you think this is?
This is his ship.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jake. It's a ship. What do you expect? You're already a crew.
Yeah.
Or guess
You're either
Yeah.
You're
don't
either
We're not
know,
stealing
like,
the ship
it
from
is,
him.
Run off of
But
him.
not
either-
him.
you're either leaving with
Now
him
it's our ship.
or you're not leaving.
Yeah, it's our ship, not yours. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I've only stolen ships before. I don't know how this works.
Wow.
I lead the dinghy lady to a room that's definitely a closet that has been haphazard to just have like a table and a map. I mean, you can see that there's a broom sticking out of like a floorboard or something.
What? Out of the floorboard?
You
Yeah.
pried up you didn't know a place to hide the broom for now, so you just pried up a floorboard and stuffed it down there, and then didn't
Yeah.
put it back together.
From
right?
under the floorboards, I created Tutu zombie.
That's the
No,
best.
no.
Oh, no.
Anyways, I digress.
No, that's where the squeaky boots are.
You hear the screaming of the anguished.
Okay, so I show Pixie's the room. Oh, I'm so sorry. The dinghy lady, the room, and I tell her. So, do you want to have your dinghy with us or something like that? Because I mean, I have a short storage space below, but I don't know.
It's one of those boats that's used as an errand boat for larger vessels. You can tie it similarly to a lifeboat. It's basically an oversized lifeboat.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, I go like, I mean, we can tie it, we can keep it on storage, but do we want it?
Yeah, we do.
I lay down
We
in the
want it.
lifeboat.
Yeah, I
I
think.
mean, it's not here yet.
It's not a life.
Shit.
It's not here yet. You fall into the ocean.
I'm
Help!
just-
Help! Help! I cannot
You're
swim.
fucking stuck.
I-
can't help you.
I jump into. I put my swords down on the deck and I jump into the water behind him to help him. Do I need to do a roll for that or something?
You know, I'm just gonna go eat the food that
please
Coke we
don't.
made and let
No,
y'all
you
have
can-
fun.
You can rescue him out of it.
Alright, I just rescue him.
There's
Thank
there's
God.
there's if there was like special circumstances,
Yeah, okay.
like if it was stormy or if someone was trying to violate your holes or something, then you would have to roll, but you're fine.
Okay.
What was that one?
No, we're just
What?
gonna skip over that one. How about that? How
Yeah.
about we just don't
Okay.
pay attention to that one and I just spit up some water.
Good God, man! Look at you,
Thanks.
grown ass man. You can't swim.
You know, it might be a reason
Yeah,
for that.
who
Anyways.
can't swim, fucking losers.
I look at Cat and I
Um,
go,
Very
so,
good
big
reason to be
lady,
proud, okay?
where's your dinghy?
What's that?
Where's your dinghy?
Where's your boat? Where's your
It's down-
dinghy?
It'll be down the coast a little ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure.
want
We'll
to-
pick it up on the way if you can lead us there. I have
can lead
taken
you
you all
anywhere.
in. I gather everybody to the deck and I.
Raise, one moment.
Yeah.
Odioma, what were you saying?
You made it at some point.
Pigs can't swim either. This is what I said.
Yes. Yes, Pixis is also incapable of swimming.
Y'all
they're
don't know
both-
that. I can make fun of him.
Yeah.
The players know, the characters don't.
Yeah, I know.
You are in
Dick
fact
is
both
kind of just lying on the deck, trying to recuperate right now.
nerds. Anyway, Raise, back to what you were saying.
Yeah. Okay. I gather everybody on deck and I go. I have taken you all in.
Okay.
But
No.
People are gonna
sure,
start getting
okay.
choked out.
Sure. I have taken you all in, but I don't know what. Do you have anything special? Any ability? Anything at all?
I
That-
jump up and run around the deck real quick.
we're gonna make a crew, right? I'm
I can
actually
cook
glad I
and
met you
I am a
guys.
scientist. So I can
You're a
cover two
scientist.
roles. Scientist and cook.
I assume that Ryoma speaks that as he fucking fades out of the shadows. From
I
get jump
I-
scared and yell, ah!
I point to a different
Nice.
corner than one that Mario came out, and I go, okay, I like that guy. He's in. Go. Who's next?
I jump
Uh,
up and start running around real quick.
uh,
Like, real quick.
Can
So
I try
as-
and trip him?
no, because as he starts moving, he becomes just inside of a blur, and right as you're his movement isn't fast enough to grant actual defense bonuses. So as you're getting back to the point where you can track his movements, is when he stops right back where he was standing a moment ago.
Fucking shit.
And that's why I couldn't swim. Haha!
You're one of those devil fruit users or something, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine.
Why'd you
You're
sigh?
in. It's just
What's
The
so
lady
wrong
girl
with that?
pose.
it's just a hassle, I guess. I like swimming.
I don't.
I would never
It
eat
hurts.
a devil fruit.
Well, I can navigate because I can see the stars. You know that I was just born with that ability, though. It's not a devil fruit, I promise.
I like that.
Give an inquisitive
Okay.
look and then go, that's cool.
You can look at the stars. I can look at the stars.
Yeah. Oh, you can look at them right now.
Yeah, he's got it.
All right.
Not right now. It's the middle of the day. No one can look at the stars in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Sure.
Yeah, the sun is a star, but
I imagine we can see, like, stars in the reflection of our eye and we just
Yeah,
go,
you can.
okay.
okay. So I guess the dinghy lady can navigate a bit. Sure.
Good.
Bit,
I-
I got here with my dinghy, so
it's
So,
not,
Bob, what can you do?
you lost all your oars though.
yeah, and I
Uh,
still made it here.
As soon as Jake asks me, I go questions at the end of the seminar. Okay.
I say no.
mysterious
I want to
lady.
know. You asked us. Tell us.
Mysterious
Tell us.
lady.
Start
Why do
tapping him on the
we
shoulder
you?
repeatedly.
Mysterious lady, go.
I'm still tapping Bob on the shoulder as he's saying this.
As he's speaking to Rita, and Rita's about to say a thing, you begin tapping faster and faster
Yep.
until
I,
it's
I I think Bob is such a large creature that
he would be entirely capable of ignoring it if he wanted to,
Yeah.
unless Jake is going to be going so out of his way to get your attention as to make a roll.
Oh yeah, hell yes.
All right, that's going.
I am
that
here
is-
to annoy.
that is going to be a speed roll.
Okay. I forget I was.
What?
I have edge
Dash
for
R.
it. I'm not
Just
gonna
dash R.
put any.
Yeah, you.
I'm not
you-
gonna put
You
anything in
definitely
it.
don't want to do My
While
favorite
that's
part.
going on, while that's going on, I'm just going to
One.
slowly unwrap the cloth around my head.
16. Haha.
Is it enough?
Fuck. You're tier 1. You're wearing level 2 armor. You're fucking gigantic. I'm going to say it gets your attention, but it isn't something that you couldn't ignore with a little bit of effort. Effort's a keyword. It is getting your attention, but it's possible to ignore. Do you
Okay.
ignore it, or do you try to brush him off?
I try to brush him off.
I do it again.
Okay.
While that's happening, Rita
that's
took off
enough.
her head thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rita,
So-
you unveil.
Yeah.
Whilst this is happening, I start shaking Bob.
All right. That's
Listen
I-
to me.
Okay.
Alright, then-
As soon as he starts
then-
shaking me, yeah,
Alright.
go Zeno.
Yeah,
Go
that
Zeno.
happens, and I come.
okay. It's Rita's turn. Shut up. Rita, go.
So I just take off all the veil and everything, stand there and I'm a mink. So
What's a
You
mink?
can be the lookout.
Okay,
I'm
would
gonna
we
go
know what a
with-
mink is?
I'm
I
gonna go
would,
with
right?
I
Ben
think I know.
All right. Ben definitely doesn't. Pixis definitely does. Oh, Kokui
Bob
knows
does.
already. Yeah, Bob's a marine. He knows things. Nick, do you know what a mink is?
Would I know what a mink is?
That is
How old are you?
I don't know. I mean,
87.
Fucking kind of old. Fucking. What's your hometown?
uh,
What did you do before? What was your? Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. It's easier to
Oh,
go with
fuck.
no.
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
go with no.
Okay. Now
Can I
I'd like
be a
to
little
address-
nerd and explain what a mink is, like textbook version?
I'm like
Yes.
shaking
Yes.
Raise.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you
okay.
have to actually do it. You can't just say that you did it in character.
Fuck you!
I
Hold on, wait.
as
I need to
as-
fix
I was
As
shaking
Jake-
Raise, and then
as-
Rita
as
does her
Jake
thing, and I just
shaking me,
go, "Ooh."
I just turn around, look at him. I mean, I have to look down on him, right? Since
Yes, very
I'm
much.
Raise
quite
up.
short.
I look down on him. I grab him by the waist and I pull him up to face level.
You hoist him like a teddy bear. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I won't say to him. So you're gonna tell us what you do now?
I move him. I mean, I assume he came behind me. I walk over to the group. I just put him down. I walk back and I go. So, okay, fine. You have my attention now. So, as you know, I'm Bob.
Yes.
yes, Bob.
I'm Bob.
You are annoyed.
I'm Bob.
Okay, good enough for me. So
Okay.
this is
explain what a mink is. now.
Guys, what is a mink?
yeah,
Yes.
that's a good question. Next,
Yes.
next got something there.
I'm gonna push up my invisible glasses. Okay.
Hey, lady, don't push up your invisible glasses.
Why not?
While that is happening, I'm
Not
going to
for your
slowly
eyes.
start hiding behind Kukui.
Fairly reasonable.
So
I'd want to hide
minks
from
are,
these guys too.
minks are humanoids with animal features similar to fishmen and merfolks. Each individual takes after a specific animal. That's all.
You literally just reading the wiki.
Yep, that is correct. I told you I was gonna look it up.
I knew you were gonna look it up, but I thought you were gonna at least paraphrase or cite properly.
I
Jeez.
said.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
wasn't
first
listening,
Two, that was the first two
I didn't know
sentences
it. Or
of the
whatever.
wiki.
I yell nerd.
Wow, do you just
Uh,
have like a
I want to walk
memorized or
over to
something?
Kukui.
Hang on. Rita, I think there's one more aspect to minkhood, minkdom. I'm going with minkdom. I think there's one more aspect of minkdom that you might want to demonstrate.
Electro. Electricity. Zap zap.
And would you like to demonstrate that in any
Get the
particularly
feeling I'm about to
theatrical
get
way?
hit.
I look at Rita and I go,
If she-
I mean, I assume that she shows her electric bars just on her fingertips, right?
No.
That's up to her.
Yes.
Oh darn
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so I say that, I mean, that's a really cool move. I mean, but does it really hurt someone? Does it? I mean, sure.
Yes, yes, do it.
Can
do
I
it,
can
do
I
it, do it.
walk up? Can I walk up to Bob and just touch him and use the electro?
So the way your
Do
electro
it.
works, the answer
Do
is
it.
yes. The way your electro works is, you can use for 1 intellect point. You can touch for any 3 points of damage, or imbue weapons with +1 damage. You do not have intellect. You do not have an intellect edge, so it costs you 1 intellect point to do that. But yes, you can.
Okay, I might just use it and then just touch him and use the electro and shock him a bit.
And also, I'm gonna backtrack on that. I'm gonna backtrack on the costing points thing. This is a One Piece game, so we're playing by One Piece rules. Intra crew fighting doesn't cost anything, and it doesn't actually hurt. It just
Yes.
comically looks painful.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, but
Guys.
I'm
But-
a huge
Yes.
guy.
Yes, you
I'm a
are
huge guy.
gigantic. You are gigantic. You have deep might reserves, and you're wearing level 2 armor. So
Yeah.
even if this was full power, it would only deal 1 damage to you. So it's more than you expected.
But I can maintain a straight face.
You can maintain a slightly strained straight face.
So I go. I mean, sure, it's good.
His hair stands slightly on end.
But I have had worse. I've had worse.
I start rolling on the floor laughing again.
Bob, shut up for a second. Since Rita-chan showed us all her ability, shouldn't we all show our powers?
We already did that. I
We
think.
already.
Did
Ah,
we?
yeah, I wasn't there.
Pixis is
Except
Pixis is
you.
hiding something. Nick has not really said anything
Oh.
yet.
Yeah,
Bob
I was
is
gonna
still
go
hiding, so.
to Nick.
Kind of just observing.
I'm not really hiding it. I just didn't want to say I have a devil fruit because Bob just made fun of Jake for having a devil fruit.
Yeah, it's whatever. I want to
Shame
walk
on
over
you,
to
Bob.
Kokui,
Shame on you.
and he was in the kitchen, and I just want to whisper to him, "So how about that feast?"
There's literally only lemons.
Lemon
No,
feast.
he
wait,
said
no,
he
there's-
brought stuff with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Can't believe you.
I heard food, so I ran into the kitchen.
Oh, so you just
Wow.
heard that there might be food, and you ran past everyone that's standing around talking about.
Oh, I'm
making-
going with Rita. We are on the same page about this.
That sounds, I guess, perfectly reasonable.
So it's just me, Bob, and Pixis on the deck, right?
And Kokui standing very confused
And
in the
Builder.
doorway to the
And
kitchen.
Builder.
Wait, wasn't he in the kitchen?
No, he
Okay.
came partially
Yeah,
out of the
he's-
kitchen,
yeah.
so he's like in the doorway between the deck and the kitchen.
Me and
Rita-
Rita are like run like you know when like Usopp and Luffy do the like little dance thingy for like when something cool happens. That's what we're doing with food.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Kokui, is there food in the kitchen? Did you already make a thing, or?
It
what's the
is,
thing?
but I'm afraid Ben will eat everything, so I just close the door. I let on only Rita in.
I look at
Smash the door.
Kokui and I do the finger gun thing and I go, I like this guy. I like you, John.
No wait, did he
you-
close the door
hang
into
on.
my face?
Kokui, you
Yeah.
said that you were trying to keep Jake out of the kitchen.
You can.
Yeah, at least till everyone comes in the kitchen. You're gonna eat fucking everything.
So something that you have to remember though.
Speed.
Something you have to remember though. Jake is very faced.
Face.
All the time, you just run fast constantly.
He
Not
just be
always, but
zooming.
this time, yes.
No, but this is food.
True,
So
you're right.
he can roll he's gonna roll a speed roll, and Kokui, you can counter that with a speed roll of your own. I'm assuming there's food on the line, so is there an effort thing going on?
Oh, you better fucking believe that Jake is putting in the effort for these noms.
Did I make it into the kitchen?
You
Oh,
were
yeah,
you were specifically allowed in.
Yeah.
This is only between Jake and Kokui.
Okay.
All right. So
As this is happening, I just move over to Nick and I go, so what's the deal with these idiots?
How should I know, dude? I just met them at the same time you met them.
I yell from way far away, "We're a crew now!" and probably smash into a door. Yep, that's a door.
Me looks at
Yeah,
Bob angrily.
I'm not even gonna make
boy.
Kokui roll against that one. You slam. So you get to the door before he finishes closing it, but you hit the door frame and then you bounce towards it into the door, and then he closes the door the rest of the way, pushing you back out.
I mean, you don't know. I mean, Kokui hasn't rolled yet. I mean, it could be a 3.
Yeah, no.
Ah,
No, no.
I smash into the door. Ow! Again.
Yes, that was
Just
definitely
wait a bit.
So I shout over to
Jake,
Jake and
just
tell
wait a
him,
bit.
dude, we just got here. Don't break the ship already.
As
You
I
won't
fall
be
to the
able to
ground,
break
I
the
say
ship.
sorry. Ow.
Okay,
you
come
won't be
here
able
now.
to break the
Just
door.
donate
It's
everything.
Bob certified. And you can see that every door has a little circle that says Bob certified.
Every door.
Every door.
I mean,
Do you
every
really
door,
like doors?
the head of every nail.
Yeah.
sure.
The very top.
He
of the
gets them
mast.
custom made.
There's one every 3 inches all the way down the keel.
How about every
Yeah.
plank on the ship on the deck?
No, that would be ridiculous.
You know what
Ah,
doesn't?
of course.
My
Sorry, I
thing.
took it too far, guys. I'm sorry.
That's completely unforgivable.
Mm.
You need to mute yourself for at least 12 seconds.
I mean, I am probably a little knocked out.
It hasn't been 12 seconds.
So,
Don't make us come for your kneecaps too.
so,
All right, fine.
You
So,
can't catch these kneecaps.
so
while he's
I look at Nick and go, so I guess everybody has said whatever they wanted to say, but any role that you'd like to take?
I'll
Specifically?
hire you, idiot.
All right. I didn't
Has
catch
he
that.
lied yet?
okay, hold on.
Oh, we don't know this yet, so.
Yeah, we don't know that.
There's
just
player
asked
knowledge
him.
in game. How could you?
I like how all this time this is our story. Zeno has said nothing.
I mean, hey, we don't need.
Right?
You introduced yourself as a cook.
Me?
No, Kokui.
Kukui. Okay.
Yeah. He said he's the scientist and a cook, which Bob likes.
And
Hold on.
he said that whilst jump scaring you. So I'm assuming that you kind of got the message that there was jump scare in there somewhere. But you know.
Yeah,
that's-
and I
jump
pointed to a
scaring
different
Jake.
corner. All right. So Nick, I think. Yeah, I think you said Nick.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
name.
So what kind of role do you want in this? I wanna say crew, but sure, let's call it a crew.
I wince crew from the floor.
You're disrespecting the crew, you idiot.
Hey, Jake, shut up for a second. We're talking here.
Jay. I pass out.
What role do I want? I don't know. I rub my hands together.
we negotiate now?
deviously. I've had a knack for negotiating between pirates, and that's what I did on my last crew. So
You're a
You're a
negotiator.
negotiator.
We don't need that. I'm way good at that. I'm really
No,
good at
yeah,
negotiating.
I-
You need him.
I've
No,
never
no,
had a
because-
fight in my entire life.
Bob,
no
never had-
offense to you, Bob, but I can't believe that. It's just
Yeah, neither can I.
yeah.
You're
don't
too much of
Dingy
a
ladies with
Moscow
me on
head.
this one.
fucking shit.
Speaking of,
Alright.
Dingy lady, what's up with you? What are you? You haven't said anything yet.
Well,
She
my
said that she
type
could see the
explained it
star.
briefly.
She can see
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
stars.
And
yeah,
I'm
she
good at
can see
navigating.
stars.
She didn't mention that has anything to do with
I mean,
navigation.
I mean,
I did. I said navigation. I said I can navigate us pretty much
I
anywhere.
whisper at Nick. I go, I'm just, I just pity her. I mean, what kind of a parent
Excuse
gives what kind of a parent gives a child a name like Dingy Lady? I mean, let's just keep her in the crew.
Yeah,
Um,
sure, okay.
I hate it here.
While they were speaking about this, I just they don't see me. I'm from their back and kick both of their heads.
Not including my head, right? The other two heads.
No, the other.
So
Okay,
you're
good.
demonstrating stealth. Is that what I'm picking up?
Yeah, and afterwards,
He
Mom.
steps over me to
Yeah.
do this.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you're just.
I'm
there
still knocked
on
out in front
ground.
of the kitchen door. He stepped on me.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that.
I mean, but it
Flavor.
has to be a stealth roll, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, give me a Kokui. Give me a speed roll for stealth, and your suit does count as an asset for that, easing it by 1 step.
I mean, he'd have to. I mean, it would be a really weird
Oh,
curve,
boy.
right?
Yes.
I'm really
Damn.
tall. Nick's relatively shorter than me.
He can jump and kick both of you. How much damage it does is more or less up to you guys.
I mean, wait, it wouldn't
Well,
do
damage
damage
doesn't
because
happen,
we're
right?
on the same crew.
Yeah.
I mean, when I mean damage.
Damage.
It's chemical
implication.
interaction.
In the same way that when Nami beats the shit out of Luffy and Zoro, they show signs of damage. You guys basically get to show what kind
Or
of
when
damage.
he closed the door on me and I passed out.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
okay.
that's the dynamic we're going for.
Okay, so I guess
Uh,
we're rolling for that.
I mean,
No,
I
that's
assume
empty.
No, you
The
can't.
roll
Oh,
was
okay.
the roll was
In
just
my-
for the roll was
in
just
my
Mhm.
in my head canon, Bob has like muscles on top of muscles, so I assume that he hits one of the trapezoid muscles on his neck, and Bob just turns around and looks at him deep in his eyes, just like he did with Jake.
yes. So
Sensual.
Bob feels it. It doesn't do
Yeah.
any actual damage, but you are surprised that he managed to go from literally in front of you, right directly under your nose, to completely behind you.
And I look at
Well-
him and I go, "I like you, kid." But
While this
don't
is
do
going
that.
on, while this
and
is going
I-
on, since
I
I
do
was
that
still in
in
the
a threatening
kitchen,
way.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Deb.
go with that.
while this is going on, I have walked out of the kitchen, stepped over Jake, walked up to Pixie,
yeah, step
asking her
on
what
me.
her name is.
My name
I-
is Pixis, not Dingy Lady.
And I just raised my hand saying, "Hi, Pixie.
And I
You
just
were Rita, right?
I'm Rita, yeah."
I just
Okay,
lean
okay.
over and say, but you can also call her Dingy Lady.
No.
Alright.
It's Pixis.
All right, backing up, Nick. You took some
Oh,
form or
yeah.
another kick to the back of the head.
So I just
What?
Yeah, I just kind of like it hurts for a second, but I like turn around, rub my neck where he kicked me, and I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? We just formed a crew and you're already fighting us."
Pre-mutiny.
I mean, you say that while I'm looking him in the eyes and trying to threaten him, right?
The threatening goes nowhere. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, that was
he just
threatening?
tried to-
Can
No,
I offer?
Not really. That was the thing.
Since me and Rita are talking, right?
Yes.
I offer and I say, if you don't find a good enough room, I got the best room on the ship. So if you ever, if you want to share something, we can do that. Cause these guys are kind of a little bit strange. So
You are the only 2 grills on the ship, so.
I
Exactly.
overhear that and I'm like, I mean, those guys are strange. I'm just here.
that's true. So far, you
I
have just
somewhat
been
regained
here.
consciousness in this
You
point and
being-
put up a thumbs up.
You being here is strange enough.
Fair point.
Fair enough.
I look at Rita and Pixis, and I go, "Who's strange? Who's strange?"
You wouldn't have to ask if you weren't included.
Oh boy.
I think the dingy lady is a little. It's just a little jealous.
Of
Right.
what? What would I be jealous of?
A boat that has oars.
Yeah.
I got here without oars. Who needs oars?
Someone without any wind.
Well, then I'll just blow to make my own fucking wind.
So, dingy lady, that reminds me. Where's your boat? I guess we should pick it up.
Yeah, you guys can
before-
you guys can navigate along to the coastline to get the boat in. That's not remotely a challenge.
I regained consciousness.
That's good.
Yeah, you can do that without a roll.
Yay!
Yeah, you can do that without
I
a roll.
just
I'm not
spent the
making-
entire adventure unconscious.
No,
You can't.
You know,
roll out.
like Weekend at Bernie style is like what you guys would be doing, like strings and shit, making me fight.
Sure.
It would be
Okay.
very strange because you would be going slow.
Yeah, they would like not work at all. Probably hit myself with my sword.
So I
So do we have a plan on where we're going, or are we just
To
existing?
adventure.
You're the navigator, so
Well, yeah, I can't
Indeed,
Okay,
you're the
I can just
navigator,
navigate us
because
somewhere, sure. But I thought y'all might
take
have
us to the next
ship.
adventure.
Yes, take us to adventure.
All right, can I
Do you have a log post or should I give you my log post?
you're in the North Blue. So you don't need
You're
a
in
lot
the
of
We're
north.
not on
so
the
you
Grand
have a-
Line.
You have a
I'm
compass.
like, what the fuck is this? Why would I need it?
Chucks it.
You definitely don't have a log pose. Those would be a very difficult. to
My
come
bad,
by
my
item
bad, my
in
bad,
this
my
area.
bad.
I
Regular
I
compass.
guess can I navigate us to the? So I know the North Blue, right? I took my books. So
You
can I
have
consult
books.
my
If
books?
you could consult your books and find a place that
Mhm.
would kick your ass, that is entirely possible.
Okay, can I find one that would
I just
not kick
look
our
at
ass, but would be
Pixis
fun?
and I tell her that I mean I'm all for adventure, but I don't. I think we. I mean I'm more comfortable with fighting just pirates because my whole deal is I just don't like these upstart pirates. You know.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
to
one
be
of us
fair.
now.
When you're at sea, you do fight pirates. So
Indeed.
No, I mean I just
Don't you-
I tell them that
Don't you dare
like
betray us, Bobby.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
So
guys.
you definitely could find a if really you just wanted to go pirate hunting, you could find one of the medium value trading routes and go patrolling that area to see if you can run into another pirate patrolling. You could also look for a couple of other ports that may be. So this port is basically pirate central, but you're going to bump into a bunch of pirates, but you're not going to bump into many pirates that you would want to fight. As in, they're not doing anything, and if you start picking a fight with one pirate crew, you're probably going to get a whole bunch of other people to join in, and then it becomes a scrum, and then people die. So what you really want to do is find isolated pirates, and there are a couple of other ports that you might be able to find pirates.
So
out there.
how about we just skip the fighting and just go on an adventure?
Actually, I'm looking for two people in particular.
okay.
Could you guys maybe help me find them?
Maybe.
Who are they? Where are they from? Where
Maybe.
would they be?
Well, one of them is called. Wait, no, this is where I'm gonna need your help. What was the guy's name? Whose ship I stole last session?
I never named him.
Then
He's
come on.
captain of some pirates.
Joey.
Damn it. Well, essentially, what I want to do is I want to try and find Brown, and then
I'm down for you naming your enemies. That's funny.
Okay.
Oh, I need a name for the first mate too, because he humiliated you pretty good too.
he chucked me in the ocean. I wouldn't call that humiliating. Just murder.
No, it was pretty bad. And then he like looked down at you and laughed at you and commanded somebody to come pick you up and then watched you throw up.
Okay, he
it was-
humiliated me.
it
Can
was
we stop talking about it now?
Oh no, I'm enjoying the ever shit out of this. Yours is the only video that I'm going to enjoy editing because it means that I'm going to get to listen to that multiple times over.
Damn.
All right. Well, anyways, so we got Captain Silly Pants
How
and First Mate Asshole. Anyways, so those guys. I want to find that guy. What was his Jolly Roger again?
I don't remember. I remember describing the Jolly Roger in Cat's game.
Yeah, you did. I don't remember what it was, but I remember.
Let's just say it was his cool hat that I'm not wearing as a trophy.
Oh fuck, that's even better. I'm down for that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was just a skull, a regular skull and crossbones wearing a very fancy hat that you're not wearing.
Yeah, so I've stolen his prized hat, but he still does have a friend of mine on that ship, so I want to find him. That and
yeah.
and some guy named Raptor.
Do you know where they
The-
were?
Raptor.
Hang on. When he flippantly says some guy named Raptor, that perks everyone's ears. Everyone knows who Raptor is.
That's the Golden Lightning ship man, right?
Hey, I don't know what ship he's on. I just know I need to kick his ass.
The Lightning
Is-
Osprey is the name of the ship.
That's the one.
I met that idiot 3 days ago, I think.
What?
Where? How? Why?
We were on a merchant ship on our way to this island, and we kind of saw him along the way.
Where
Wait,
was
so
he
he's
going?
around here?
No, he's already left.
Keep in
Fuck
yeah.
mind, the Lightning Osprey is the fastest ship in this region. Maybe in the North Blue that hasn't been tested, but it is a retardedly fast ship. If you didn't see him today, he could be anywhere.
Damn it. Did he say
He's
anything
on the
about where he was
other side of the
going?
North Blue.
You might not know that. I'm just saying that's how it is.
So can I? They want to go somewhere, but we're also
Yes.
looking for pirates, specific pirates, and they don't know
Yes.
where those pirates are at all, which is
That's
very
correct.
helpful for navigating.
Well, you really don't want to know where Raptor is right now.
Yeah, fair.
Well, our first order of business should be finding Brown.
Yeah.
I just barge in and say, so, navigation lady, where we going?
That's a step up.
We need to find my
Yeah.
friend. He's in trouble.
Yeah. Do
Your
you remember
friend.
anything about
So-
where the ship was?
Do you
So-
know what
Why
the
are
ship
you going-
looks
over
why
like?
are you going
here?
to save your friend?
I
Is he
think.
gonna join
What?
the crew as well?
I mean, probably not. He's old.
He'd
I
be
just think he's in trouble.
he would be a swap.
He was a swabby on that ship too.
So
So,
if he
like,
were to join, he would join as a swabby.
So can Jake give me any information about it that I can use to help me figure out where maybe that the pirates would be?
He
Like
can
what their
tell-
trade is?
I
and
have a
things
small
like that?
information. Some days ago, when I was with Raptor, I think I heard them say he was going south.
Okay.
He
Oh.
was
So we're moving south, and Bob just storms out to the wheel.
No. Hold
No, no,
on.
wait.
All right, so back up. So first of all, if you heard anything about where Raptor was going, you heard that he was moving towards the Black Hills. The other
Which is
thing,
north.
we don't care. It's in an indeterminate direction.
Okay.
I don't care what the orientation of things are. I'm only caring about where things are in relation to all the other things.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
keeping actual directions straight is a pain in the ass.
But I did hear where Captain Silly Pants went, right?
So if you were to describe what happened to Pixis, she would recognize that the crew that was then on the ship that you left was
Mhm.
probably that left that ship probably overcrowded, and she could figure approximately where that was, and she would know that they would have to have gone to shore or port close to where you left them, basically.
Well, can you take us there then? Because as much as I dislike Raptor, I'm worried about Brown more right now.
Can I roll to navigate us there? Let me pull up my
You can-
papers
you
and
can-
my books.
He gave you relatively. That's not a difficult place to get to. With all of your assets and skills and all that shit, you reduce it to level 0.
Level 0. Heck yeah.
There is now a level
Thank you,
0.
Gotta make a
Pixis.
show
Let's
of
do
it.
this.
You
Gonna
know?
save
Yeah,
Brown.
you are able to get there, or
Uh,
you are able to navigate to there if there are no objections.
I also openly use my devil fruit abilities in front of them. I don't really care about that. They're my crew now, just to make that clear.
I shout back to the room that all of them are. So, dingy lady, do I take a left or a right?
Okay,
And-
can I just guide them without?
I wanna
direction?
hug Pixis and thank her for taking me to Brown.
The builder, dude.
So, I would assume that Bob would be intelligent enough to know that it's port or starboard. Does he actively use left or right in condescension of Pixis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, of course.
I'm gonna flick them off and use proper terms and to explain how to get.
Yeah, you can navigate there
Yeah.
fairly well.
I figured. Also,
on
if
the
Jake
way,
hugs me,
we
I'm
pick
gonna
up the
stand
dinghy.
there like a statue. I'm not hugging him back, and I'm not moving.
I don't care.
On the way, I presume we take Pixie's boat.
Yeah, you
We pick it
find
up?
you find the boat moored to some rock on the shore or something somewhere and pick it up, stand.
I look at it and go, so you were calling this a dinghy?
Wow.
Yeah, it's bigger than your average dinghy. I was actually calling it a ship. Y'all
It's much
called it
smarter
a
than your
dinghy?
average thing.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
While this
Guys,
is going
just-
on, I'm
you just
casually
see
walking
Bob
back to the
shaking his
picture.
head. You
Guys,
just see
guys.
Bob shaking his head, and you calling it a dinghy actually hurt him.
Guys. Listen, I think you're missing the point. when it comes to the morning wood, size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I just would like to point out that that's Zeno's main contribution to the story at this point.
You know, with that, I'll be
That's
right
the
back.
biggest, best thing he's done so far.
It
Hey
is
Bob,
still
one
morning.
second.
Wait,
Can we talk a second?
Sorry.
Since you were an ex-marine, you must know some information about
You don't
has-
know
Raptor.
He has
You don't know that. I haven't
Yes.
told the party that I'm an ex-marine.
while this is all going on, I'm gonna casually walk back to the kitchen because there's still food over there.
Yeah, now that we're on the right track, I'm gonna follow Rita as well. Hope I
Alright.
don't get my face slammed in again.
Yeah, careful, Jake.
Just don't tempt everything.
yeah.
Okay, go.
Food happens.
I just can I retcon
Me and
something
Rita do like the dance.
real quick.
Sure. What do we got?
As they go to eat, I just ask Builder to bring me and him some food, and we set about to just maybe spruce up or repair the dinghy that Pix is brought in.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
Is the cat back, or is she just gone?
She's not here right now.
I
Seems
don't
dead.
think she is.
I want to go and look over
There we go.
to what.
I
Bob
said
is
I'd be
doing.
right back. I'm sorry, I need water. I'm gonna die of dehydration.
Well, I mean, you did leave when I made a really bad joke, so I wasn't sure if you were coming back.
Oh, no, never. I would have left the call if I wasn't coming back. Ow.
That's much more
Anyways.
considerate than me.
Sure. So as they all set about to eat, me and a Builder are just repairing or sprucing up the dinghy that we picked up.
Yeah, and I grab my food and want to look at what Bob's doing.
Y'all are fixing my ship?
There's
Thank
not
you
a
so
lot
much.
wrong with it other than it's missing
Can you
oars.
make an oars?
Make
Yeah.
an oars.
Obviously,
Make
we can
oars,
make
okay.
oars.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to not talking.
Okay. Well.
Alright.
Finally.
I'm kidding.
Damn it.
I knew you were gonna.
I regret nothing. Okay.
We have great crew dynamics.
It's gonna be
Indeed we
chaos.
do.
Yeah. So I'm just watching Bob fix the ship.
all right.
Who's
So
steering? I thought Bob was steering.
Wait, is somebody supposed to be steering?
I mean, I guess I can
yeah,
be steering
Nick's-
since I'm not doing anything else.
Nick's
Okay.
steering. I mean, in calm waters, being the helmsman is not
Yeah.
challenging.
I want to bring Nick up some food.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's nice.
You ate half
I-
the way there.
Well, I mean, it's about the gesture, okay?
I
was
mean-
hungry.
Yeah.
As
Cut off. I like to eat
as
just
as
like
Jake is about to leave, he can see that Bob is clearly carving something akin to that looks like the ugly dinghy on the side of the ship.
Did I see that? Can I see it?
You're in the I think you're eating in the room, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
She can see it. She's in a place where she can see it.
I'm going to
Okay.
walk over as I see him and just smack him upside the head. Thank you. To stop him. I don't want him to write the ugly dinghy on my ship.
And you can see Bob just looking at you and just making an arc over the U, so it just spells oogly dingy.
You know what? That's better than ugly. I like it. Ugly.
Alrighty then.
After I brought Nick his food, I jump into the oogly dinghy immediately.
Oh my god.
I'm okay with that.
Careful, Jake. Bob just fixed it up. Don't break it. I mean,
I won't.
Jake,
a
can
second
you
of
do
the
me a
bite.
favor?
Wait, what?
Could
I
you
like
do me
that.
a favor real quick?
Ah, shit. Yes.
Could you type -R and hit enter?
oh no.
Okay. Look,
gonna
I'm gonna
fall
drown
in.
again,
It's
aren't
gonna
I?
fall in.
Odd or even? Call
Even.
it quickly.
Even.
Okay.
Haha!
You jumped off the correct side of the ship and landed in the Oogly dinghy.
Wow.
That's funny. I like it.
Oh, I really wish it was on now.
So, as you vault over the side of the ship, like, so you go to jump off the side of the ship, you put one hand on the railing, and you swing your legs over, and your legs are taking up the lower part of your field of view, and you're fully committed to the jump. You realize you didn't check if the dinghy was below you first. You managed to
Thankfully it is.
swing your legs. You managed to swing your legs below you and look down, and you see the Oogly dinghy, and you land in it.
Okay, I have a mini heart attack, but then I'm fine. I'll
Okay.
live. Anyways, I'm just chilling in there and say, "Good job, Bob."
At this point, I just like
Great.
kind of say casually, like, if he was falling into the water, I wasn't rescuing him this time. Like, I'm not dealing with that again.
Yeah, if he
Gonna have
fell
to
to
get
the
used to
water,
it.
I would go to rescue him. He's
You'd be in the kitchen, you wouldn't know. Nobody
Nah,
And
I'm
has
not
to
Nick's
know.
anymore in the
literally the
kitchen.
only person that would have seen it.
I'll jump in and save him, and then you have to save two of us.
Oh,
It's like
no.
Luffy and Brook.
Exactly.
It'll be like Luffy jumping in to save Chopper.
Yeah, amazing.
I like how Jake is Chopper in this situation.
Somehow.
Anyway, I'm out of the kitchen now and I am in the deck.
All right. So you guys make it to an area of shore near where Ben described, or where Jake described. Man, your two names are both such boring normal names. I'm getting them mixed up.
Yep.
Look out for Keith.
You're welcome.
Wait, did the look out for Keith reference land? Is that a thing that people actually got? Because I thought I
Nope.
was the only person.
I
on
didn't
the
get it.
planet that did.
No, I just laughed at the fact you were making fun of his names.
I did too.
Yeah, well, you're one to talk dingy leggy. Anyway, you make it to the. You sail like off the coast, but mostly along the coast to the area reasonably near where Jake described, and you can see. Is someone in the crow's nest? I'm assuming that someone's in the crow's nest. Maybe.
I went up there.
Okay. Whoever is serving as the lookout up at the crow's nest can see a ship moored on the shore. There isn't like a dock or anything. It's just like close up to the shore with its anchor down, with a whole bunch of people out on the beach, milling around like they're discussing something.
Okay, so I just called down to everyone, letting them know that there's a ship with a bunch of people in front of it.
I was trying to annoy Bob, but when I hear this, I stop.
Bob, was he succeeding in annoying you?
Nah, I think Bob was more focused on eating after just like repairing the pool.
I'm down for that. Okay, so I assume that Jake runs right out onto the deck and looks out.
Yep.
Okay, that is
Like,
100%. That's 100% the ship that you recently escaped. You don't know why they're still in this area, but it's definitely them.
Alright, guys. This is them. So, pretty much all we need to do is we need to grab Brown and get out of there. We don't need to fight these guys. This is a rescue mission.
Okay.
Stealthy man.
Me lives and goes to do background shit.
Background stuff. Alright. So how shall we do this?
Ben,
I
you're
gotta see us
fast.
coming.
Can't you just...
Yeah.
Can't you just like zoom over?
Oh yeah, I
grab
can.
him, Zoom
Okay,
back.
sorry, I was away. What's happening?
I'm
found
trying to
the
rescue
ship.
my friend.
They found the boat and they're trying to rescue a swabby.
Yeah, and I am going stealth mode basically
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you
to
going?
do
in stealth
background
mode?
shit.
You are on a
Background shit.
you are on a boat and surrounded by water. Are you getting off on shore and trying to approach from the shore?
Take the Oogly dinghy. Oh yeah, maybe we should keep the ship here and take the Oogly dinghy.
It would be marginally
Yeah,
less-
indeed.
Okay.
Oh, it's
So
already gone.
okay, so you're disembarking. Does anyone going? Does anyone want to go with Kokui on the Oogly?
I jump off the ship immediately and try to land on the Oogly dinghy.
What? Why do you make it so much harder for yourself?
It's not funnier.
Ryoma, are you currently disembarking alone, or are you getting onto the Oogly dinghy expecting people to follow?
Me and Ben basically.
Okay.
I mean Jake.
Okay.
Alright.
Two of them
Yes.
get onto the Oogly dinghy and are disembarking.
I'll be back. I wave.
Okay.
I wave back saying, "Take care."
Thumbs up.
Have fun storming the castle.
Rita-chan.
I'm still
work
eating.
on the voice a
I'm
bit.
still eating what Kukui had made.
That's entirely reasonable. Okay. So the Oogly dinghy starts moving towards shore, away-ish. What is the remaining crew of the Wood doing?
I hate that you call it that.
What am I supposed to
Oh
call
yeah,
it?
Better.
in the ship.
No.
I
But it's better
I
than
left
the
a note
food
which
thing.
says everyone has their meals ready if they want to eat in the kitchen.
Yeah, I guess I had some food earlier, but I can take some more. I'll have some more.
Oh, 3-course meal.
Yeah.
I already ate mine, and some of the others. Don't tell them.
What is this?
Okay. So the crew on the ship are basically just hanging around waiting for Kokui and Jake to come back. Is that correct?
I would like, if I can, to look more into like this island specifically, or
This is
just
Moreland.
it is still. I thought we went to another place.
No, Moreland's a very large island.
Easy.
You
All
sailed,
right.
you sailed along the coast.
Then,
What is
can
this?
I like plan our next adventure and stuff for after we get this man?
Yes. You
Yeah,
can
that's-
consult, you can consult
That's
books
the
and
job of our
think
insane
of
captain.
things. I'm down.
unfortunately.
I'm down for that to be a downtime activity for
Awesome.
picks. Okay. And I'm assuming Rita and Bob are eating.
Yep.
And
Actually,
Nick-
Can I just help?
Eating and going to the navigator room to fix it up a little better.
That's
Yeah, I'll
perfect.
just
Can
be
I-
like,
Are we like close to the shore to where like I can jump off and land on the island?
No, you're a little ways away from shore.
Oh, okay. I was thinking if I could jump off and run into the island and see what I could find,
Okay.
explore.
All right. Well, if no one else is taking direct part in dealing with this ship,
Oh wait, I have binoculars, right?
say again.
I mean,
Like,
I am fixing up the.
I have those goggles that I can just like look through and see what
Yes,
Jake
you have.
and
You
Chloe.
have some form of not
magnifying.
magnification. There it is. Yes, those are words. It's 2:30. Give me a break.
No.
Damn it. I was really hoping that my pleas would be answered there.
Nah.
How about a Kit Kat? Can I get a break from a Kit Kat?
Sure.
Yeah, I hold
Yeah.
open my bag to the sky.
Okay. So yeah, you. Oh, that gives me a perfect scene transition. So Nick steps to the end of the railing, adjusts his fucking Usopp goggles, and looks at the oogly dinghy, and sees Kokui and Jake. And this is the part where you fill in what he sees, because I don't know what.
Well, he sees Jake eating some snacks out of the backpack.
That sounds about right.
God damn it, we should have taken the bag away from him before they set sail.
honestly,
He's just gonna keep eating.
Okay, Kokui, you are helming the dinghy towards shore. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I offer him a Kit Kat.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey.
If you move mostly towards shore and not towards the other ship, you can make it to shore largely unnoticed.
I look at Nick and just ask him, "Are you sure this Jake dude has actually eaten a devil fruit, or is he just high from all the sugar intake he has?"
Who knows?
mean-
Who can tell?
Either way, he can't swim, so I mean, that's still funny.
Yes, the most important.
swim.
The most important
Can't
part is that it's fun.
Anyway, Jake, let's go first to the shore, and then we will go save your friend.
All right, that sounds good.
So you
Sounds
make
like
it
a
to the
plan.
shore. You run the dinghy straight up into the sand. It's a nice soft beach, so you can run it into the sand and then pull it up onto the beach a little bit so it doesn't get swept away.
Alright.
You're now on the beach, a pretty fair distance away from the group. There's basically just a bunch of people. So the ship it's up into the sand just enough that you can kind of jump down and be waiting, and then walk up onto the shore. And it looks like pretty much all of the people that are on the ship are on like kind of a camp on the beach, just because it's more comfortable to get out on the beach and stretch your legs and be able to have a fire and little tents and that kind of shit, rather than staying on the boat when it's so
Yeah.
close to shore.
So I want to turn to Kofi and say, okay, you're sneaky. How about we do this? Because Brown was trying to make some money on the ship, but he's probably still being a bit abused there. So we need to get him out. So how about you?
He was mostly just trying to get fed.
Yeah, but money helps feed.
Yeah,
You know.
money, fed, that kind of thing. Yeah, in that
That's right.
in that area, yes.
Yeah. So what if you use your stealthy abilities to go inside and steal the food, or not the food, the money? Why not both? And then I just distract them for a bit and then get Brown out.
Mm.
I'm not listening to his
Actually-
response. I'm already gone.
Damn. Hey,
Plans in action.
hey, Jake.
I'm already gone, man.
Yeah,
Should
he's
I
fake.
roll a speed roll?
To try and
Since I have
keep
my
his attention.
propeller
Yeah, go ahead.
converted.
Yeah, go ahead and do a speed roll to see if you can get his attention again.
This is going just dandy.
As long as you don't smack his face again.
Yes, as long as you avoid door frames.
Okay.
All right,
Well-
Jake, is that enough to get your attention? That would achieve a level 4 task.
We'll see. No, yes, it is.
Grabs him by the neck
I
and says,
stopped that in my tracks. You see, like just like like two tracks that are just like straight lines in the sand as I try to stop.
Or you see skid marks that go all the way around the world. and loop
Kind
back
of like Sonic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of like Sonic when he stops.
Yeah, there's like. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly the noise it makes. Yeah,
So,
you see
what's up?
you see skid marks in the sand, and you have his attention.
I look back.
anyway, we're gonna do what you said, Jake, but first, I don't want you to draw too much attention. I save
How
your
are you gonna
friend.
get in if I
and-
don't draw their attention?
Yeah, draw attention, but not too much, because you're gonna get killed.
I just run away again.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
okay.
It as far as Jake is concerned, there is either no attention or all of the attention.
Exactly. I'm gone again. This did
At
not
this
compute.
point, I look at the rest of the people in the
Bob-
ship that are left. Yeah.
Hang on, Raze. Bob can't see anything. Nick is the only one.
Yeah, I know. I can't see anything. I know. I just look at them and go.
You know,
"Did
we have
really
a
send the
we
best
must
player
have a
we
dental
had?"
mushi, right?
Sorry, what?
Huh?
Mario?
A dental mushi.
We don't pretty close.
You have a small Denden Mushi. No one else does.
Yeah,
Don't I have a
I'm-
Mushi?
Do you?
I'm
I
calling
think I
Nick.
did.
Hell.
Better.
Let me look.
I forgot that we
I think
probably would need one of those.
I think I wanted one of those, but kind of just settled on cash.
Yeah. Okay. You can both have a Denden Mushi. We've
Mm.
kind of glossed over equipment, and there are fucking Germa ship snails in the North Blue. I'm pretty sure you can find a Denden Mushi. It will count it as an expensive item. We'll give more shits about that later.
Okay.
Hi, Nick. Better. Can you use your goggles to see what's happening in the island if you can?
Yeah. So, do I need to do like a roll for that, or do I just like
No.
tell them what I see?
Nah, you can just see him. So the pirates seem to be milling about. There seems to be like a command tent kind of thing set up where So there's this really big, fat pirate with a fucking badass beard and big side. He's got like sideburns and big side hair, but he's completely bald on the very top of his head. Like fucking mirror gloss. Like the reason he's not standing under the tent because it's shady. He's standing under the tent because if he stood in the sun, he would blind all of his followers. We're talking SpongeBob movie level of bald right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. All right.
No problem. So it's bad. It's really bad. And he's standing there next to a really tall, lanky, weird-looking dude, under a tent, and they seem to be consulting a map. The captain, or the guy that you assume is captain, the super bald guy, is like hitting the table, like he's indicating to things angrily, and the other guy seems to be like trying to console him and being like, "No, we can't do that for reasons." And all of the other pirates are like very pointedly avoiding that tent because they don't want to get yelled at. So it really seems like they're trying to figure out what to do next when a plan that they previously had has gone just like so much up in smoke that it's absolutely retarded.
Innocent
Okay,
whistles.
perfect. Jake, I will go
already
right,
gone,
you go
man.
left. Jake, draw their attention left. I go save your friend, and then we fly away.
I'm literally already in.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you-
going to go with. I'm going to go with Jake has already fucking stormed straight. So Nick, as you're looking at all of that shit, you pan your vision just a little bit over, and you see Jake just charging in and starting to draw attention.
Yeah, I wanna
Oh,
I
boy.
wanna go, like, I hear the yelling and I wanna go to the captain's tent and say hi and then run back and grab and like start causing a
Anyway,
ruckus.
since
All right.
Boy, he's
since
gonna
I
get himself
see
killed.
him, he's gone. I just repel myself to save his friend.
Okay, so you're going into stealth and trying to find Brown.
I gave them a description.
I'm gonna assume that. All right, so Jake, we'll deal with your thing first. So you're trying to run as close to the captain as possible, and then run back.
Yeah, like
away.
tap him on the shoulder and then bye.
Okay. So the way your power works is you can make a dash, basically for free, and then make an attack. It costs you effort, fleet of foot, 1 plus speed, move a short distance, part of another action, move a long distance. Attack. Okay, so I'm gonna say a tap on the shoulder is gonna be an attack, but like an automatic one because it's funny. So it'll cost you 2 speed points to move a long distance and then make the attack, and then you end your turn adjacent to the captain. So then you have to survive 1 turn before you can fuck off.
Yeah, okay.
And you don't have to roll for that.
No, I just did my speed minus.
Yeah, it costs you 2 points, but you do have remember, you do have an edge, so it reduces
okay,
it
yeah.
by 1.
There we are.
Okay. So you dash right straight up to behind the captain. You tap him twice on the shoulder. He turns around and he doesn't see you at all. Like he
He sees
doesn't
the
even
hat.
notice that you're standing there. He sees his hat floating right there.
This would be great.
You see one of his hands reach towards the hat, and his other hand like start to reach up towards his bald spot. I say spot. It's more like a half dome. You know, like a half circle.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, a hemisphere. That's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to grab at the hat. You know, like he's gonna lunge, not at you, but he's gonna lunge and try to snatch the hat right off you. Give me a speed defense against that.
Okay, I would like to put effort into this.
That's entirely fair.
Okay, so I just roll, right?
Yes. Speed minus. You'll do speed minus 2 after the roll.
Okay.
So much.
11.
11 plus effort. Yeah, that's enough for you to like duck just barely out from the clutches of the captain. And since you did such a good job dashing up and surprising him, everybody else is basically going to be staring at you in complete disbelief and lose their turn. So you get to act again now.
All right, and then I just grab their map and start running.
Give me a it's a fucking map sitting on a table. You grab the map and run. I'm gonna assume you just move a long distance away.
Yeah, essentially. Like just like the opposite side of the beach from where we came. I'm just gonna run over there and just start taunting them.
Cool. You have fleet of foot, which costs 1 speed point to move a long distance and around. You have a speed edge of 1, so you just fuck right off.
Wee.
You do owe me 2 speed points for the effort, though.
Yeah, got it.
All right, so you make a pretty good show of fucking off. Kokui, what are you doing in this meantime? I'm assuming you're trying to sneak up and in.
Yeah.
All right. By what avenues are you stealthing? So they're on a beach. There's the water on the one side. There's some limited rocks and shrubbery on the other side, and the actual beach itself is fairly open and free of. It's fairly open and free of cover, so you can't just go right down the middle, and you can't. You are wearing a weird-looking suit, so you can't blend in with the pirates that are already there. So you have to pick either the water side to try and hide, partially in the water and staying low, or you need to pick the shore side to go between rocks and bushes and stuff to stay stealthed.
I'm gonna go with the shore side.
So you can move pretty much to where you're about in the thick of the pirates, but outside of the crowd. Go ahead and give me a speed roll for that. And you're definitely getting an asset from that from your suit, and an asset from that from the distraction that Jake rendered.
That's a
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's a 1.
That's not great.
That's a 1.
You wasted a
I'm
turn.
turning into a brawl in it.
So, 1s are fun. You get a GM intrusion that you don't have any control over, which is fun. So you get behind a rock. You locate the next bush that you want to move into in order to, stay in cover. You manipulate some little dial to play with the active camouflage on your suit to give you the, you're basically causing the suit to change color slightly so that you can blend in with stuff. And you
Basically, half invisibility.
not invisible, but just like minor. Yeah, that's a thing. Basically a minor color change just to help it blend in a little bit. And you enter some kind of thing slightly wrong. You don't know what you did, but it sets off a siren. Your suit starts blaring a siren instead of changing color and being quiet. It's loud. There might be a blinking light or something. It's bad.
I hate you, I know.
Fucking everyone on the beach looks directly at you,
Shit.
including Jake.
Yeah.
Jake looks right at you too. Now, Jake, you've never seen his suit before, so
I think it's awesome.
you think that that's just how it's supposed to work.
I think it's really cool, but very impractical, and I don't know why he decided to use it right here, but it's pretty cool. Very cool.
So now everyone's going to take their turn. There are a lot of pirates around here. Half of them are going to descend on Kokui, and approximately half of them. So Jake, you managed to get all the way through the crowd, but not very far away from the crowd. So you're on the other side of the crowd, and they start. So basically, you two are separated by the whole crowd of pirates.
Jake, if they come to me and attack, just go get your friend. Till,
I mean, hey,
since I
we're too
distract
far
them.
away. We can't communicate here, man.
I mean, you can yell. You can yell a sentence.
Signs. You're smart enough to understand signs.
No, he isn't.
No. I'm gonna agree with the DM about dumbing down my character here. I'm not.
No. Okay, so half of them are going to descend on. So basically, exactly half of them that are on Kokui's side are going to descend on him. The other half are going to descend on Jake. Kokui, give me a. Go ahead and give me a speed roll, because basically a whole bunch of people are going to just run straight at you, and all of them are going to be swinging sticks, brooms, a couple of swords, something. You're getting
Can I
completely.
try something first? To convince him that I am a bounty hunter and I am a hunter marine in disguise, since I have so disbelievable. And then I
So
say I wanted
you can
to
attempt to
take
do that.
Jake.
You can attempt to do that on your turn. For now, they're going to try to beat your ass. Give me a speed or might to defense roll, your choice, to avoid most of their damage.
One again.
Imagine if it's actually 1.
That would be wild.
Okay.
There's a 1 in there.
14. And you're wearing armor. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a full block. So you managed to mostly dodge and shrug off a few attacks that kind of land, but you don't take any real damage. But you are pretty much completely surrounded. You maneuvering at this point is going to be not easy. Jake, you also are going to be giving me a speed roll.
Nope.
And I know that you're going to speed roll to try and avoid getting just totally mobbed.
Indeed. I'll use some effort for this.
That's probably smart.
Ayo.
Okay, so that's good enough for you to avoid being surrounded.
Hey. The speed.
So basically, you just pedal. You backpedal like a Minecraft player that just staggered a bunch of zombie pigmen that is very confident in his footing,
Ah, I see. Have at thee.
or something. So one thing that you do know is that Brown is a non-combatant, and so as the whole crowd swells towards you and Kokui, no one is left behind. So all of the people on the ship, on the beach, are combatants.
So he'd be in the ship.
So Brown is probably on the ship. Meanwhile, Nick, you are watching the unfoldings. You see Jake run straight in to the group, torment the captain for a moment, and then run straight back through. You kind of lose him as he dodges in between bodies. And then as you're trying to find him again, you are very surprised to hear something coming from the ship. You look to see if they're deploying some kind of weird weapon or something. No, it's Kokui. He's just completely outed himself on the ship, on the beach. You also have never seen him use his suit before, so you're very confused as to why he decided to call so much attention to himself. It's a very strange tactical move.
He used up all of his stealth rolls.
You assume that him being a stealthy, cool boy knows what he's doing, but you don't know why he's doing it. And then you see the two groups basically descending on both of them.
I mean, can the rest of us see him as well? Since
I can.
No one else can see. You're the only one watching.
Okay, I go over to Nick and I don't go over to Nick, I shout, so what the hell are they doing over there, since you're acting as a lookout?
And you can hear the siren, you just can't see what's going on.
Yeah, plus I'm working, so I'm
Yeah,
not
so I just-
necessarily...
Can I somewhat hover mid there yet, or it
No.
isn't available yet?
Well,
Plus,
I just tell Bob what I see, like that they're basically fucked. And
Yeah, you guys should probably do something.
can I? Is it
I-
possible
I
for me to
just- I just-
jump, like swim to the shore with my swords and try and help them, or?
It's a little far for that. You would
Okay.
probably want to move the ship there. The ship would get there much faster than you would.
I
Yeah.
look over to Bob
Is
and say,
someone very gun shooter?
"Hey, Bob, can you move? Can you get us closer to the shore so we can actually do something about this?"
No, I mean, Then I'm mushing.
You are currently being surrounded and
Yeah, so you can't
almost
call
beat
me.
to death. You're not in a position to use Dendabushi.
Okay, I look over at Nick in disbelief. I say, so you're telling me that the emo dude is lighting up like a disco ball right now? You seriously expect me to believe that?
I mean, get us closer to shore and you'll see that.
I look over at Pixies and I go, so I'm nearly done with the room. Do you mind if I like take 5 and go look at the disco ball, Kokui or whatever shit he's saying?
Yeah, no,
Zeno,
you
if
just take this close.
Zeno, if I'm lightning like a disco ball, shouldn't they be kinda blinded?
No, it's a siren. It's not an explosion. It's like a police car. It's to
But
get
what if we
attention.
make it into an explosion?
Have fun with that.
It's time to blow it up.
I look at Nick, I roll my eyes, and I go, "Ugh, fine.
You had
I'll
a good
turn
run
this
with the
ship
suit.
around."
It's time to blow it up.
I maneuver the ship nearer to the siren or whatever.
All right, so you pull. So you set the rudder, pull the sails or something. In one turn, you manage to get the ship most of the way to the moored ship. They obviously weren't paying much attention in the camp, and now their attention is squarely fixed on their two intruders. So even though people are noticing the ship coming up, they're not doing anything about it. The lot of you are at this point. So that takes Bob's turn. Bob is driving the ship. The lot of you are close enough to see that shit be going down on the shore. Nick, Pixis, and Rita are now able to take a turn. You're close enough that you would be able to jump off of the ship and wade onto shore.
Do we have a long range fighter?
No.
Someone
think
who
so.
uses gun.
I have a light ranged flintlock, but that's.
You'd be able to shoot at a medium range.
Nick,
fairly reasonably.
try to shoot the person who is in front of me, so I can go.
You are
Okay.
kind of.
So I roll speed roll then.
I wonder if there is a person here that has a weapon that can be used at long range.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I can be used at long range because I'll go to close range.
I have a nail gun, but I'm not going to use it at long range.
Yeah, that nail gun is pretty much short range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's also short
there's-
range. The flintlock I have.
There's someone that has, I'll say medium range. Medium range, but not super accurate. I'm wondering if there's someone that has an actually fairly accurate, maybe like an arm-powered trebuchet of some kind.
You know, I do have that.
There we go.
Took
Yeah,
you
you
long
bet.
enough.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Doesn't want to tell us
I-
about our devil fruit. Doesn't shoot people for us.
No,
as I-
you
stick
noticed that
with
she was
me
carrying
everywhere.
she was carrying a staff with a rope tied at one end. Hang on, let me.
Oh
find it.
yeah.
I don't remember
Okay,
if I told everyone this video.
As
It's a sling staff.
as I park the ship, I look back at Nick and I tell him, "So where's this disco ball of yours?"
Wait,
You do definitely see some kind
Yeah.
of
As I was saying, I look towards the big mass in between of which Kokui is, and I go, "Oh fuck, you were right. We'll leave him."
maybe you should listen to me more.
It's funny because that's like literally the first time he hasn't listened to you. Also the first time he's had a choice, so you know,
That
lots
is
of
true.
firsts. Here we go, I found it.
Oh, so the first session. So a lot of firsts make sense.
All right, so I'm going to assume
Mm-hmm.
that Pixis is going to want to make some form of attack
Yes.
with her sling staff and bullets.
I would-
Okay, so are you going to be targeting the captain, vice captain, or are you trying to hit like one of the mobs of people that are currently swarming either Kokui or Jake?
How squishy do the captain and vice captain look?
Not
Go for
particularly.
the fodder.
The fodder.
Fodder.
They're all in approximately the same long range.
Okay.
So the captain and vice captain look like decently strong, reasonable pirates. The mob swarming each of them are foot soldiers, but there's a bunch of them. So like you'll do significant damage to one, and it's more a matter of are you going to demoralize the other ones. You also note that Kokui is properly surrounded, whereas Jake isn't.
So,
I'm gonna aim- yeah.
so I was just gonna say I was just gonna look at pixies and go. So what do you think? Should we help Kokui or just help Jake and cut our losses and just get the hell out of here?
Yeah, to respond to that, I'm gonna fling one of my balls of metal at
They're very large lead bullets.
yeah, balls of metal
Ouch.
and hit some, or I guess one of the guys around Kokui. Preferably somebody that might make it where he can like get out of the surround
If
thing.
you roll
Picking up
really
one
well.
from the side.
Okay.
I got
Let's.
12.
Oh yeah, you just rolled a 12. Okay, so you managed to. So one of them steps out away from the crowd slightly, moving up towards Kokui, and you see him put up both of his arms, trying to shield himself from the attack because his arms are, fairly well armored. But the attack never comes because as the guy stands up and holds his weapon above his head, you strike him basically right between the shoulder blades with your lead bullet, and he fairly well collapses. These guys are mooks. They don't have a lot of hit points, but they're a mob. The ones that were around Kokui and around that guy notice this guy falling and start looking around nervously. A couple of them seem to be breaking off, or at least trying to move away from the main group. But the main structure of the mob surrounding Kokui is pretty much holding. Rita and Nick, you two still have actions to take.
Is it possible for me to like stealth? I guess not stealthily, but like get to the shore somehow, and then like try and use my swords against the mob.
You're close enough
We should
to
just,
jump.
um,
Yeah,
do
you're
we
close
have
enough.
cannon?
No. Bob was given lumber, not cannons.
Yeah.
Cannons are going to be a later acquisition. So to jump from the ship onto the, I say shore, but I mean it's still water. It's wading.
Yeah.
So that makes it feel longer, even if it isn't longer.
Mhm.
But it would be a long distance to get up to the shore to be within a short range of
Okay.
the mobs and everyone. And moving a long distance in one round requires a speed roll of level 4.
Okay.
So that would be difficulty 12.
Alright, I'll do a speed roll.
Would you like to expend effort?
Sure.
Okay. I do not believe that you have an edge in speed. You are a speaker, so you probably have an edge in. You probably have an edge in intellect.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that'll cost 3 points out of your speed pool.
Okay. So I guess roll first, and then
It doesn't matter.
let's see. First roll of the session.
Are you what?
Fuck me.
This is your first
7.
roll?
Yeah.
What?
I told you go long range.
7 is 3. Fuck. Hang on. I don't know why this math is always hard for me in my head. 7.
7 would be just above 2.
6, which is 2, and you expended effort, which is 3, which isn't 4.
Yeah.
So you fail. So, you leap from the railing of the ship, and it was very slightly deeper than you thought it was. The refraction of the
Mhm.
water and shit. So when you so you hit the water, and then you expect your feet to hit sand, and so you start to lean forward to start, moving into it. But then your feet don't hit sand, and so you land basically on your hands and knees in the water, but it's deeper than that, so your head goes in. And you weren't expecting that, so your mouth and eyes are open when you hit the water, so you're partially blinded, and you're starting to swallow salt water, and it's going up your nose and burning and shit. And you start getting up and trying to keep moving, and you're splashing around. So you get out of the deep water to where you can stand and walk normally, but you're still a pretty fair distance away from, the actual action. So you're in shallow water. You're well off the ship. You're in shallow water. You're no longer hindered by any of that. And you managed to rub all the salt water out of your eyes, but you're not within short distance of the action.
Okay. Can't really do anything else from here.
Yeah, no, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, just gonna
Rita. You can
Yes.
do things.
Am I close enough to where I can get to their ship?
So
I was wondering if I.
You want to go for the
Yes.
ship. So the
Yes,
ship
I
is
want
a
to see if
similar
I can
distance.
steal some food.
I'm going to say that the ship is a similar distance away. The ship is a similar
where
distance
is
away.
he from?
Can I? I mean, this is. I mean, you can tell me if this is within the rules or whatever. But can Bob just hold Rita like a cannonball and just carp her to? No.
No, that's not a thing. Not
No.
not quite that level.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Soon.
But Rita, it would again be a long distance to jump from the ship or jump from your ship and move to basically be right at the railing of the other ship. So it would similarly be a level 4 task.
Okay. Then would it be possible for me to jump from our ship to the sand, like to the shore, and then sneak up to their ship? Would that be easier?
Both of those are the same. Those are the same thing.
Okay.
If you want to get to the ship, it's just a level 4 speed task. And you are trained in running and swimming, of which this is both, so that applies. Yeah, Find the Way definitely doesn't apply. And there is always the Pressing Your Luck ability. So you can choose to auto-succeed on any roll level 6 or lower. This is level 4 plus your effort and garbage, so you could use the Pressing Your Luck. I would have to think of a GM intrusion that would be interesting.
Okay.
It is only
I
level
wanna-
3 as it stands because of your ability.
Okay, so I want to use the pressing luck so I can get over there because I want to steal some of their food and probably money.
Okay, so
Yay. Pirates.
Yes.
okay, so you leap from the railing directly into the water, and in order to ensure that you get there, you don't focus on getting back up into the water. You above the water and wade over. You stay under the water and claw your way. You're half swimming, half crawling, clawing your way through the sand up to the end of up towards their ship. But as you're getting there, you can't see because of the salt water and the sand. So you bonk your head on the ship when you reach there, and that surprises you so much that you.
Axel, stop breathing.
That surprises you enough that you gasp, but you're still underwater. So you start to choke, and you get above the water and manage to cough up all of the water and sand that you had started to inhale. But you were very loud, and when you manage to get your throat and eyes clear of water and sand, you look up and see a couple of pirates staring down at you in utter disbelief from the railing.
Yeah, they just see a fox drenched in water down by the ship. No shit, surprised.
With very red eyes and, like the cough and snot. You're not winning any beauty pageants right now.
Not planning to.
Better arc.
I think that's everybody. Bob went, Rita went, Kokui went, Nick went, Pixis went, 3DJ went. Okay. All right. So that brings us to the top of the round, which is Jake and Kokui.
Heyo. So
So Kokui is still mostly surrounded, and Jake is not.
I don't think.
What
Have I
has a
noticed?
dazzle, right? Can I dazzle them and then do a speed
What
roll?
kind of a move do you want to use for that? You have several abilities.
Swipe, I think.
Okay. That'll be a speed attack.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good actually. So you step forward and kind of feint with one hand, and then with a backhanded slap or a backhanded attack, catch one of the mooks nearby you off guard, and he kind of starts flailing backwards into other mooks, and they are. And they seem to be approaching you with an increased wariness. They are definitely not going to be attacking you with as high alacrity as they were last turn. Jake.
The question is, have I noticed any of my other crewmates sneaking up?
You saw Rita and Nick doing things.
Okay, then I will unsheath my
And you
sword.
did notice the missile.
Yeah, okay. So at that point, I will unsheath my sword and kind of like charge in with a speed blade attack.
Okay. You're using your fleet of foot to whack something.
Yup.
All right, let's see it.
Jeez. I'm expending effort for this.
On to hit or on damage?
It.
Okay, that's good enough. So you fucking dash straight through the crowd, slashing a couple as you go. And
I yell Mach Blender.
and you stand in kind of a clearing of a few of the mooks, and a number of the ones that you passed fall with not terrible but appreciable injuries, and a bunch of the other ones that you didn't cut, you passed several and you only cut a few of them because you were only able to cut a few of them, but even the ones you didn't cut are like backing off from you in surprise and horror, and in the small area that you're standing where you aren't completely surrounded, they're backing away from you further. So you definitely put a dent in the morale of these mooks.
Mm-hmm. Mach Blender.
All right.
Can I go now?
It's
I
gonna
think
be the
builders. Because I think builder didn't use a turn or something, right?
builder's non-combat.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna be having him do something on the ship, or
Yeah. On
would
the
you be having
just on
him
the
do
ship.
What
Just
are
on
you
the
having him
ship.
do on the ship?
I was thinking. Okay. So where's Jake and where's Kokui?
They're both on the shore, a fair distance away from y'all, basically surrounded by mooks.
Okay. So who
Two
is
of
more
them are
surrounded?
out in my way.
Kokui is significantly more surrounded.
Okay. So I just I tell builder to just steer the ship, and I guess it'll take a turn for builder to just get it near so that I can jump down. Kind of like how Hulk jumps down. Sand and
So
all that.
you're wanting to basically run the ship ashore.
Not ashore, but like somewhere where I can jump down easily.
Okay. So you wanted the ship to move in more so that you can not
Yeah.
have to jump into the water. You can jump onto
Yep.
the sand.
Yep. Yep.
All right, that'll happen in a moment.
Okay.
We did a thing. All right. So, Kokui, give me a speed defense against the mob trying to keep you encircled and trying to attack you. This is eased by your swipe attack. That is enough for you not to take any damage and for you to be able to back out of. So after the swipe attack, they backed up a little bit, and so they were surrounding you more sparsely. So you were able to get out through basically an opening they left. So you're back a little further away from them, and you're no longer surrounded.
Zena, do their ships have cannons?
Their ship has a cannon or two, yes.
Steal it.
Okay.
Add it
Yeah.
to the loot.
Give me a speed defense. You kind of scared the shit out of them though, so only a few of them are really moving to attack you. So you're not going to be surrounded. You're just kind of getting attacked.
All right.
So, okay.
1. Here we go. Any minute now.
God, I love it so much. Okay.
Terrible.
You know how to
You take two.
after the class study with us.
You take
Oh,
2
boy.
points.
Please.
So basically, two of them approach you at the same time. You dodge one basically into the other, and you take 2 points of might damage.
Okay.
You still aren't completely surrounded. They're around you, but you could get out if you wanted to. And they're still attacking you cautiously.
They
All right.
better.
Bob and Builder, Rita, Nick, and Pix. Or no, actually, Rita's in her own sticky situation. Rita, give me a speed defense, and it has to be speed, not might this time.
I just roll.
Yeah, dash R. What type of roll it is only matters if you're expending effort.
Okay.
Okay, so that's enough for you to dodge out of the way of the two guys that you saw a moment ago, leaping out and basically trying to hit you on their way down with their weapons. So you jump away from them in time, and so both of them land in the water near you, and they're clearly intending to mess you up. And now it is the rest of the team's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
and you guys can take your turns in whatever order you like. It's Bob and Builder; they take their turns together. Rita, Nick, and Pixis go now.
I just went.
No, that was their turn. When things take their turn to attack you,
Oh.
you roll.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't your turn. That was the two guys' turn.
Okay, so can I go? Obviously, the mooks that were surrounding Jake are kind of backing up, right?
Yeah, they aren't surrounding him. They're just standing
Yeah.
around.
So as they're backing, can I jump in their path, kind of as they're backtracking?
So you're further away than that. With Builder's help, you're able to move Builder's able to move the ship a little further up onto shore to where you would be able to jump off and not have to deal with the deep water that Nick failed to deal with.
So I just want to go over there then.
Okay, so you jump off. If you give me a level 4 speed roll, you can get yourself all the way into the thick of things.
Okay.
And if you were to spend effort, it would be more difficult because of your armor. Oh yeah, you're good. You get. So you do a good leap. As you're falling, you realize that you're going to be a bit heavy on your legs to land properly. So you do a tuck and roll, really well, and fucking roll all the way over and land on your feet, and manage to keep running. Right up into the thick of things, and in the next turn you can start unleashing fucking holy hell on this mob.
Cool.
Nick,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
Can I get to the shore now? So I just.
Oh shit, you're still muted.
Oh, what?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So
I muted you. I muted you because you were absolutely annihilating your mic.
yeah, sorry about that. Can I just like get to the shore now? So just like run
You're
over.
pretty much on the shore.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty much on the shore.
So can I like run towards the mob and like attack them from behind, or do they notice
Yes.
me?
You're a short distance away. They kind of notice you. They're not paying you that much mind. If you give me a level 4 speed roll, you're able to run all the way up and attack.
By the way, I'm not surrounded anymore, right?
No. You're not surrounded.
Okay.
So you can move again fairly freely. Fuck yeah.
All right. So I run over and I like I can just slash them with my with like one of my swords, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I just
And because you wield 2 weapons at once, you can make 2 attacks. I'm going to say that 19 is good enough that you approach one of the mob that isn't paying you much attention. And so your attack against him is eased. Your first attack against him is eased by 1 step. So let's see that.
all right. Let's see. Come on. 2 good rolls in a row.
Yeah, your character is one that rolls a lot of dice.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that hits. You elicit a nice thin red slice across this guy's back. He staggers forward and he falls to one knee and doesn't look like he's going to be getting up again. A bunch of the other mob guys suddenly take notice of you and turn to face you. Little do they know that second sword in your hand isn't just for show.
Okay. So that's
Let's see
another
another attack.
Okay.
Excellent. So one of them is feeling a lot bolder than a few of the others. So he comes straight at you, but he is significantly slower than he thinks you are, and so you slip your second knife inside of his awkward slash and open a gash right across his chest on the side that he's holding his weapon in, and that hurts enough that he just drops his weapon and falls to both knees right there.
Okay.
So you dealt with 2 of the mooks. The crowd that was gathering around Kokuri is definitely not happy about their life choices up to this point.
So when do we get a flashback?
Rita, you are in shallow water along with 2 guys that just leapt out from the ship. What course of action would you like to take? You can either try and fight them, you can try and get away, you can seduce them, I guess. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Whatever you. It's your character.
I don't know if they're into foxes.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying it's a thing you could do.
But because I have fur, the water kind of makes me a bit heavy. So my best course of action would be to get out of the water.
Okay, so you want to climb up the ship. Do you want to go up the shore, or do you want to climb up the ship?
Up the ship. I have claws, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Let me see. Do you have skill in climbing? I know you have running and swimming. Let me see. So, yeah, Rita. Staying quiet. No success. Running, swimming. Dengar sense. And shock. Yeah, it doesn't look like you have skill climbing. Let's see a might. Yeah, let's see a might task of you getting up the ship. And you can expend a level of effort in order to make it more likely that you succeed.
Okay, so do I just type -R or?
Yes, -R would get you to roll.
Okay.
No problem, Rays. There's always some. 16 gets you right up the ship. No problem.
Yeah.
So the 2 guys both jumped straight down and were ready to engage you in honorable single on double, I guess, combat. And you just noped the fuck out of there and went right up the ship that they had just got down from. And they don't look to be anywhere near as good climbers as you. So you pop right up over the railing of the ship and land on both your feet and look around, and you see a frail old swabby in burlap clothing scrubbing away at the deck as if his life depended on it. He appears to be mildly terrified by the commotion going on. He clearly hasn't looked over the railing and has no idea really what's going on. He probably moved to do that. And then got very yelled at by one of the guys that jumped down there. So he is scrubbing. He's scrubbing the deck and himself to within an inch of his life.
Would that be brown? Or like the... Would that
yeah,
be
you would,
Jake's friend?
when you think about whether that is brown or not, you notice that he matches the description.
Okay. Can I just walk up to him and mention that Jake is like on the shore looking for him?
You can't. You've already moved. You can't take
okay.
more action this turn, but you can talk to him. So you can communicate that to him.
Okay, then I'm gonna just tell him that Jake is on the shore looking for him.
So he looks at you, and he's clearly never seen a mink before.
I'm a wet fox, drenched in water.
No offense, but you must smell awful.
He stares at you, completely blank-faced. And he makes no move to respond to anything that you said. He stopped scrubbing, so that's something, maybe. But he doesn't show any reaction. He's just staring at you without showing any actual reaction.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, just so Kokui isn't surrounded any longer, right?
No,
But there's
no,
still...
he managed to slip out. They're
Okay.
still going after him with a lot less alacrity than before, but he's
Yeah.
no longer surrounded, so he can move around freely.
And then how dire is Jake's situation?
Jake's fucking fine.
Okay, easy.
People are around him,
Yeah.
but they
I
haven't
forgot he
surrounded
can
him,
move fast.
and he's
so-
fast.
Can I hit one of the guys climbing up the side of the boat up to where Rita is?
You can wait to see if they're going to climb up. But do you have Overwatch? You probably have.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I have
no,
it
you're not a-
downloaded, but I don't think
not
that's
a-
helpful in this
You're
situation.
You're not a warrior. so
That's
you don't have
exactly
access
what
to
I thought
Overwatch.
too, and yes, I also have it downloaded.
Do you need me to launch it? I mean, I guess, but I don't...
Well, you play
Uh,
either, or
Yeah, of course.
So you can. So they're down in the water. They aren't moving yet. You can ready an action to wait to see if they start climbing up and hit them then.
Okay.
Okay.
I do that. works for me.
Alright. Kokui and Jake's turn.
all right. I would like to kind of like dash through the crowd to be in a position to be guarding like the boarding from the ship.
Okay. You can just do that, actually. That's just a thing that you do. Go ahead and, because I feel like an ass, give me a speed defense since you're moving past a bunch of guys that you aren't engaging.
All
see
right.
if any of
I
them-
will expend effort here.
Okay. Just to see if any of them try and get a hit in edgewise.
Yeah. 1. Let's go.
Fine, you're fine. That did cost you 3 points, actually. Because you used your fleet of foot and then your effort.
So 3, but with edge, so 2.
No, 4, but edge, so 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still above 10. I'll live.
You're fine. But you definitely didn't get hit, and you're now in prime position near the boat. You hear a little bit of commotion over towards the side, closer into the water line. It's probably not. Probably.
That's probably enough.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably not. Alright, Kokui.
Yeah, what's happening in the battlefield in general?
Kokui is next to the ship. Rita is on the ship. Jake and Bob, or not Jake, Nick and Bob are approaching the mob from behind. The captain and the vice captain appear not to be in full combat readiness, and so are staying basically in the command tent.
Do they have any treasure?
Not in the command tent. Any treasures they have would be on the ship.
Okay, I'm going to the ship to help Rita too.
All right, so you're going around wide to get around the mob towards the ship, or are you going to try and go straight through the mob?
What are my options again?
Either around the mob or through the mob. One of them is longer, one of them is more dangerous.
Let's go with the longer one. Around the mob, right?
Give me a speed roll. Skilled in running? I think you are.
No.
It probably doesn't matter because that
F.
was
He did.
I rolled 3.
okay. Yeah, you definitely didn't make it. So you start to run around a little ways, but you find that as you try to get around the mob, they spread out like a defensive line and basically make the distance that you have to go much longer than you anticipated. So you don't make a whole lot of progress moving towards the ship.
For the next turn, I'm practicing jump, right? Jump, right?
You are trained in jumping to offset your inability in all movement.
Okay.
So you were the same as not trained in jumping. Alright, so that was Jake and Kokui. The mob around Kokui they now have their attention divided between Kokui and Nick. So they're basically going to spread out and take a defensive stance between the two of them. And the one around Jake is basically going to close in and so he's got his back up against the ship now, so they're going to enclose and try to surround him. Give me a speed defense. So I'm assuming that you're going to hold your ground next to the ship, right?
Yeah, I want to, make sure that they have a clear exit.
Okay, so you become mostly surrounded automatically. So give me a
Mhm.
speed defense to see if you take any damage in the intro.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Speed.
14. Yeah, with your back against the wall, you manage to dodge and block pretty well.
Yeah.
So it's a little enclosed around you, but you definitely note that they didn't surround you fully. So when Rita and or Brown come down, you'll be able to clear a path and get through.
All right.
Okay. That was the mob. So that's it's everyone else's turn. Raze, you are basically in the thick of things right now. Alright. What would you like to do in any case?
Cry.
It's no problem. We're pretty close to done anyway. Or at least I am.
I'm sure we haven't gotten through anything you prepared yet.
I prepared absolutely nothing because I knew exactly how this game was going to go. The way it went, which was fucking insane.
Nowhere.
No, you guys are doing quite a bit. I just knew that a lot of this game was going to be you guys getting to know each other and messing with each other. So I prepared what I needed, which was none.
The future sight.
I prepared what I needed, which was none, because you guys kept each other busy the whole time. I've done
That's
very
fair.
little. All right, so you want to basically swing your flail thing over your head and yell a lot because you're big and try and spook the cronies. Is that approximately correct? Sweet. So that's fun because that's an intellect roll. So let's see that.
This can only go well. Look at that. That's gonna be a 13 right there. Easy 13.
I got the over under on 8. Quick. Over. Sweet. 12 flail came out of nowhere. You're a big scary guy. Yeah, I'm gonna say that works. So pretty much the crowd that was surrounding, Nick is dealing with the one around Okui. So the crowd that was trying to surround Jake is pretty much parted now.
It's part of the sea.
Yeah, pretty much. So you are now holding an area right next to the ship, where there is a very clear path back to the morning. So. Good use on intimidation. Nick.
Right, I'm still behind the mob, but a couple of them are looking at me, right?
Yeah, about half the mob is turned to look at you. So their attention is divided between you and Kokui.
I'm just gonna attack a couple more of them.
All right, let's see it. Okay.
Okay.
Twice
Uh,
nice.
you open a gash from one guy's hip to his opposite shoulder.
Oof.
Yeah, he drops whatever he was doing, and he calls his secretary and has an appointment made starting now for the next 3 hours of intense screaming.
Awesome. Awesome.
You get another attack if you want.
Yeah. I guess I'll attack the next guy right next to him.
Over
How
under.
big is
3.
this crew? Because I feel like we've sliced through about 20 people at this
Keep in
point.
mind, this was supposed to be 2 crews.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy, the guy. So basically, you expected the guy that was standing next to him to lunge at you, and so you swung at where he was going to be. But instead, he just looks at the guy that you just eviscerated with his mouth open, so he doesn't step forward. So you just slice the air that he would have been in.
Now that's intimidation.
Rita.
Nope.
I believe you are muted if you're speaking.
Yeah, I'm back. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
So you're up on deck with Brown.
Yes. Okay, so I did tell him that Jake is down there by the shore,
Yes,
and he awkwardly stared at me.
correct.
Can I just ask him where the kitchen is, and then leave?
You can. He makes no move to answer you.
Okay, then I'm gonna just go into the ship and look around.
Okay. What are you looking for?
The kitchen specifically, and preferably a treasure chamber, treasure room, or the captain's room.
The very
So-
first door that you come to is flimsily locked.
Can I bust it open?
That'll be a might task. Let's see it.
Dash R.
That is correct. Boy, I love this.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
The door does not immediately break open.
Not immediately.
Okay.
But was it good enough for me to be able to at least somehow get in, or at least see inside?
No. This looks to be something like. So, judging by its location on the ship, it looks to be a navigation room. A navigation room / captain's quarters.
That would be good to open anyways. I would love to open up.
Yes, but the way you were going about seems like nah. You have another moment or two before we move on in turn order. What else would you like to do?
Okay. If I can't open it right away, then can I look around and see if there are any other rooms that appear to not be locked?
Pretty close by, there's another room that is not locked that appears to be a mess hall / kitchen.
Okay, then I'm gonna rummage
like
around.
There's stairs down in that. You find some
Okay.
food that has been here too
Oh.
long. Moving on. Cat, you see, Pixis sees
Yeah.
some. Sees both
Hello.
of those
Hello.
weirdos trying to climb up the. Hey,
Mhm.
hey, you're back.
Good.
I guess we can build it.
We can
No,
build what?
we can fix it.
Sorry,
You got that wrong. But
What?
they were climbing up the boat.
Yes,
yeah?
they're starting to climb up the boat.
Well, I readied an action for that.
Yes,
So
you're able to take your ready to action.
I can't press enter. Can I hit them? I hate
Hit
this
'em.
spot.
Over under 7.
Go faster!
Over.
Oh, great.
Under.
We wanted to go faster only for a 4.
Right? Fucking hated you.
So you basically you see both of them climbing up. You drop back, looking at one of them. The other one starts to move, and so your attention switches to him as you start swinging, and then the other one moves, and your attention switches to him, and you realize right as the string is slipping off your staff that you were accidentally aiming directly between the two of them.
Sick.
However, as they're climbing, these guys are not paying attention. They're talking to each other about something. And so they're looking at each other, making eye contact as they talk and climb, and the lead bullet hits the wood basically directly between them, basically right in both of their faces. And that surprises them enough that they let go of their climb and both fall back into the water.
Sick. So it made some impact.
It helped. Also, that was your readied action, so you get to take your actual turn now.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Go on.
I was thinking, I'm sorry. So I know
Alarm.
may have not been paying complete attention, but Kokui went to run to Rita.
He's trying to run around you.
Yeah. Can I assist him in any way, making it easier for him?
Yeah, you can try and thin out the
Okay.
the crowd.
I was like, because everyone else seems to have it, but like, he's doing something that I can help with, so I want to hit one of them, thin them out, get them
over
distracted.
under 9.
Just a side note, how many characters are we fighting exactly?
Oh my god.
Enough that I'm not tracking them individually.
Okay.
So you're fighting a relatively new construction in D&D known as a mob. I'm basically conceptualizing a whole bunch of humans as one NPC to abstract out their abilities. Because otherwise, fighting a whole bunch of individual NPCs is a pain in the ass. And these guys aren't strong enough. If you just fought these guys individually, you would walk up, hit one, he would die. You would always hit them because their AC is shit, and they would always die, and then all of the rest of them was just attack you. So it makes a lot more sense to abstract it up to the level of a mob. And since this is basically 2 pirate crews squashed into one, there's 2 full mobs.
Great.
Anyway, that 2 does very little. You take a swing at some of the guys, but since they spread out in order to block more area of Kokui, it goes between some of them harmlessly. Whereas before, you're able to pretty reliably just shoot directly at a group of them, and you would hit somebody. Now that they're spread out, you just hit an empty space. So Bob went, Rita went, Nick went, Pixis went. Okay. So the crowd, the part of the crowd that was surrounding Kokui, but that was closer to Nick, is completely demoralized at this point and is starting to rout. There's still a few near Kokui that are trying to block his advance that weren't paying attention to the absolute fucking slaughter happening behind them. So Kokui's advance isn't completely open, but it isn't blocked very much either. There's only a handful of people standing around trying to keep him from doing what he wants to do. And they're trying to maintain a cautious stance, so they're not going to descend on Kokui. The mob that was standing around Jake is basically trying to keep their distance from both Jake and Bob at this point. So there's a pretty clear path from where Jake is standing out to y'all's ship. At about that time, Head is going to poke over the railing and say, Jake, and Jake is gonna look up and see Brown looking down at him.
Brown! Thank God you're actually here. This would have been a wasted mission if you weren't.
He's going to lean out and wave down at you.
I went back. Probably
And
getting
he's-
stabbed in the back at the meantime.
He's going to lean out entirely too far and completely
Oh.
fall directly at you. I'm counting
Oh.
this as a GM intrusion because it's funny.
Alright, can I try and catch him?
At
You
this
can-
point, can
definitely
Bob just
Hmm?
can Bob just pick one of the random mob NPCs and just throw them? Since since
Roll it.
they're like
you can attempt to do that on your turn, yeah.
Okay.
So, Jake, from where you're standing, you could totally try and catch Bob. Or
Mhm.
Brown. You probably don't want to be holding a sword when you do it.
I put it in my mouth.
Okay, I'm not fighting that one. You can stow it there.
Yeah. And then I try and catch him.
That's gonna be a speed roll to get under him properly.
Fuck, I'm dumb. This goes wrong. It's gonna be rough.
You get under him.
Yes.
Now give me a might roll to make sure that he doesn't just take you all the way to the ground with him.
Oh ass. Ah. Yay. Effort? Question mark.
It's not that. He's
Okay.
small. He's old and bony. Yeah, that's enough.
3. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Mostly, no, it's just a chance to roll a natural.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so you managed to catch Brown. He realizes that he fell and looks up at you as if to thank you, and then is intimidated by the fact that you have a sword in your mouth. And he knows
I
that
try
you're
to
not gonna
smile
do
through the
anything.
sword in my mouth.
That just looks weirder. He's not going to say anything to you.
All right. I
Uh,
face them up again.
Cool. Jake and Kokui. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. It's y'all's turn.
Well, I have Brown,
Which
but
is
I
what you
did see
really do.
Rita climb up, so I know she's still on the ship.
She is also a strong, independent mink woman who don't need no man, so she might be fine on her own.
Yeah.
Well, I would still like to buy her some time so we can actually, make off with some treasure.
With your sword in your
Probably food.
with sword in your mouth and Brown in your arms, you're in no position to fight.
Yeah, but it'd be funny.
It would also potentially get you and or Brown killed.
Okay, well, I guess logic prevails on this one. Jeez.
Are you going to make a beeline for the ship?
Going to make a beeline for the oogly dinghy.
The
'Cause
Oogly
we don't
Dinghy
want to
is-
leave that thing.
At this point, the Oogly Dingly is actually further away than the ship.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
My dinghy.
I don't want to leave the dinghy. It's part of the ship.
Why would you let it get so far away?
Because we
'Cause
were
they-
stealthing this before.
I mean, at this point, Builder is basically free. Can't he just, rope
Jason.
in the thingy?
I don't know this. I'm going to the oogly dinghy.
Jake's in a better position to go to the dinghy. So I'm assuming that you use your fleet of foot power. Give me a speed roll anyway because you're in a bad state because carrying Brown.
I will expend some effort on this.
Uh,
I have one working brain cell.
Someday you'll have a second one to rub on that one. All right, you're fine. You get a long distance away. There was an open path. You leave basically everybody in the dust.
Can I try and slice somebody on the way?
You fail. Kokui,
Okay.
you notice Jake carrying Brown speed past. Now what?
I mumble something to him as I go by. It is inaudible.
Well, I can beat one. How many people are in front of me?
Like 3 or 4.
Okay, I
they-
beat
they
one to
basic-
death.
They basically haven't figured out that they've lost. So you're picking
Well-
out one and punching him in the face really hard.
I don't know. Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Do
One
I
minute.
roll might now to punch them?
Yes. So these guys are fairly demoralized and they weren't very strong to begin with. So you managed to step straight up and deck one right in the face. It doesn't knock him all the way down, but he staggers backwards and looks around and basically realizes that his whole team is fucked at this point. So you didn't knock him out, but you did knock out his will to fight, which is almost as good.
And then he lays down
Yeah,
anyways.
no need for killing.
I know, right? I just slashed a couple up real good. None of them are dead.
All right.
Yeah.
So at this point, the mobs are pretty well done fighting. They're not routed yet, but they're retreating and pulling together in a defensive formation.
And it's my turn now.
Yes.
Cool. So I'd like to pick the nearest mook that I can get my hands on and use him like a bowling ball. Just punt him through the crowd.
All right. Let's see a might roll for that.
Can I spend effort?
Yes. I believe you have might edge, so it would be dash might -1.
Okay. And what am I looking to beat?
I'm not sure. We'll see. It doesn't really matter because if you crit fail or crit succeed, it works anyway.
Okay. So I'll just roll and then I'll negate might. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that pretty much succeeds. One of the guys was kind of close, wasn't paying much attention. You grab him by the shirt collar and toss him towards a few of the others. None of them take any real damage, but several of them go prone.
Yeah. I'm assuming that I'm in front. I'm in front of the path from where Neve is in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just grab hold of one and just punt him through the crowd to kind of like make a path or something.
Pixis. A thing.
That is me.
Is there a thing that you would like to do at the moment?
My only role currently is assisting them getting back to the boat. So
You can take another swing at the guys that had previously tried to climb up the boat,
yeah, that's
because
what
they
I was
might still be a problem.
thinking. All right, yeah, I'll do that. I forgot that they existed, so I'm glad you said that.
It's fine. They're of relatively minor consequence. Fuck.
Oh lord.
I really did want to deal with that.
Second crit fail
Well,
of the session,
you
lad.
can't make me lose my oars this time. So what are you gonna do?
The
Don't
staff
let me
breaks.
use my weapon. 'cause
So
then I
you
have
swing,
No.
you swing your sling staff
Mhm.
at the guy. You feel it feels funny as you sling it. It doesn't feel like it released at the right time. It feels like it stayed on for a lot longer, and you find that confusing, especially when you do feel it release and you see the bullet fly and whack one of the guys. It doesn't look like it hit very centered, so he didn't take a lot of damage, but it clearly hurt, and he looks at you confused. And then you're really confused because you realize that it stayed on way too long, until you look at the end of the staff and see that the knot that had been holding the fixed side of the sling staff
Yeah.
slipped off as well. So it's a retardedly easy repair. You just need a little bit of rope, and there's rope
Yeah.
all over the damn place. But
just
your ranged
annoying.
weapon is your ranged weapon is out of commission for the rest of the fight.
Great, love that for me.
Yes. Nick. Basically all of the fucking mooks anywhere around you are pretty much dealt with. What would you like to do?
So
You can try and talk the rest of them down so you don't have to fight anymore. You could try and get them to fuck off so that you
Yeah,
can
I mean,
ship
do
yourselves.
something.
okay, I need to look at my abilities. I need to look at my abilities real quick. 1 second.
No problem.
Oh yeah,
This
we
is
have
the first-
abilities.
You've been using your abilities this whole time. Shut up.
Hey, I don't. You keep saying that I'm using the most. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Can I use terrifying presence to like scare these last few guys around me away?
What the hell?
Definitely. That's 100% a thing that you were capable of doing at this point.
All right, I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
charming speaker.
I'm gonna take out my
He's
flintlock
charming
and
and
just fire a
terrifying.
shot into the air. Shout. I'm too lazy to come up with what I'm gonna say, but I'm just gonna shout at them. And
This battle is
You can
this
shout.
battle is won.
and just like scare
You
them
can
away.
shout scatter.
All right, let's
Just
see
shout scatter.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
see an intellect roll for that. And this is eased by several steps because they're they're well.
And you roll a
Jesus
17.
Christ.
So
Think
all of
Several
the
rolls and so on.
mooks that were still standing start running. All of the mooks that were laying down and uninjured start crawling, and all of the ones that were laying down and injured start moaning.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
So basically, all the mooks are dealt with at this point. Rita, that gives you basically free reign to loot the ship. What kinds of stuff are you looking for?
Food first and all, because we had lemons and kiwi before.
You find a significant.
I'll have you know that has helped me go on many adventures.
Yeah, but I already ate
Lem-
them.
lemon and citrus fruits are good for you out on the sea, naturally, because we saw what happened with Johnny and Yosak with One Piece. But we need more food.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen One Piece.
You're able to reasonably pack your bag with food from the kitchen.
Okay.
It's mostly fairly plain, but it'll keep you going.
Can I go as well? Since I was nearby as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ray's
you're
was
pretty
right
much
next
dealt
to
with.
the
You just head up to there.
Yeah,
Try to break
so-
through the door that she failed.
Yeah. And as I'm going, can I grab one of those crawling cronies and just toss him away as I'm
Yeah.
going?
Yes, that's totally a thing that you're able to do.
Cool. Okay,
While you're
I go and help her loot.
Actually,
Alright, so
while
you
you're
get-
up on the ship, can you break open the door to the navigation room?
Sure. I break it open.
Give me a roll for that.
Okay, I'll use my might, whatever it is. I'll just -1 right now. To ease it.
You don't need to. Yes.
I mean, I already said it, so I guess I have to, right?
Yeah.
I have to, right?
Yep, we lost the GM.
Sorry, I
The
muted
world's
myself.
our oyster.
I muted myself to sneeze and then forgot to unmute myself.
Oops.
So dash
So,
might find it too.
Okay. Cool. Huh?
What?
Very nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Can you type dash might?
Yeah.
There we
Cool.
go.
It worked, whatever.
Wow, that's
That's a
I've had
new
so
one.
much- I've had so much fucking problems with the might command. Oh, the other ones work fine. It's just the might one.
Fuck
Are you
off.
using something different than the might one?
No, it's the same code. It's just copy pasted a bunch of times. So every time I copy
Yeah.
paste it, I copy paste it slightly wrong.
I guess. Copy of a copy isn't perfect, I guess.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. Anyway, I'll fix it later. We're almost done here. All right, you break open the room. There's a bunch of maps. There's a bunch of. I mean, we're at time basically. So there's a bunch of maps. There's a bunch of lists of known merchant routes, but also known pirates. Also a bunch of known pirate.
Can I also try?
areas.
Can I
Pirate
also try and
hangouts.
find some medical supplies or something?
Yeah, you can find some of that.
Okay.
So the most interesting thing, and there's a small amount of cash treasure in this room as well, but the main find that you get are a bunch of maps detailing both merchant routes and pirate patrols. As you discuss with Jake later what these guys were doing, you find that these guys were very interested in avoiding other pirates. So they paid a lot of good money for a lot of intel on where pirates were going to
Okay, so I get out of the room. I go to Jake and I tell him. So I found a bunch of maps and some medical supplies, and that's it. Nothing else. Definitely no money there.
You realize I am way gone at this point, right? I'm like already trying to get back. I'm already like back on the ship.
At this point, you guys are able to loot that ship fairly thoroughly. There isn't much on there because this was right at the beginning of their journey. So there was really only like traveling expenses and that kind of stuff. But you did find those maps, which are very interesting.
Take them.
I
heard
give
the
them
word
to
map.
Pixies. I go, yo, dingy lady. Here you go.
All right. So I'm definitely calling that at that point. I think that that was a reasonably successful first session. What did you guys think?
That was really.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than having an awkward staring competition with two random people and Brown, yeah, it was fine.
I think that the chemistry on this group works really well.
Below 5 at stealth task, which was hella nice.
Yeah, you got fucked, but it was really funny.
It was quite funny. And it made it really easy because I was going to have to think of something to go wrong so that everyone would have to contribute to this mission instead of just you two. And you
Yeah.
just made that really easy for me, so thanks.
You're welcome.
But I
Yeah,
really
and
love
we-
the
and we
character
got
dynamics
through-
we're getting.
Yeah, and we got through all that without bloodshed, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
more or
bloodshed,
less.
right?
Yeah.
Nobody you cared about.
I mean, I'm just saying that to save Bob's sighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
So
So,
We
Me,
saved
Jake,
Brown
and Nick.
found food.
Guilty noises.
so
Right.
y'all will all receive a fair amount of experience points and probably some ciphers as a part of all this. But I am fucking tired, so I'll figure out what the hell that garbage is later. You'll see that
Yeah.
in. I don't know. I might make a new chat for stuff like advancement and stuff because that's kind of specialized information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might go in the character chat though. I'm not sure. Anyway, as long as you all had fun, I had a shitload of fun.
This
I
was
think
really
that
good.
this. I think that the characters work really well. I think the setting is workable. I might need to add some more detail because right now there's basically only 2 islands, so there probably needs to be some more about that. But for now, I think this is going well.
Cool.
So, I will talk with y'all later. In the next several days ish, I'll post more times that we might be able to play, and we'll play hopefully in another 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, I hope we can get session 2 in quick because this was really
2
fun.
weeks.
And I want to do it
Weeks.
again.
Oh yeah.
Yes, me too.
I don't know if I'll be here in 2 weeks.
You won't be here in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have my internship and shit.
Ah,
So I mean,
well-
unless there's a lockdown,
Yeah,
then I'll
We'll
be
see.
free.
we'll get all that figured out in the scheduling later.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all have a great night
You too.
Yep, you
Have
too.
a
or
good
day
night, y'all.
or whatever.
I'll have a great
Morning.
Have a great
Bye
morning.
bye.
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 Yeah.
Bye bye.
This is a really good session.
Yeah.
I like this.
Thank y'all.
I'm really digging the character dynamics we got going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
indeed.
favorite moment was earlier when after